It is live, and we are live.
All right. Welcome in, everybody, to show number 15 of Press What to Join. We hope you had an excellent week and are ready to kick off the weekend. On today's show, we got some streaming elements to talk about today. Some of the crew here has been able to get their hands on some Stream Decks. We wanted to go through why you might be using the Stream Deck, what it is, right? And get into some of the how to set some of the elements up. We really hope it's going to be helpful. Feel free to keep the questions coming our way as we get into that. In addition, right, and it outside of just the Stream Deck itself, we want to talk about streaming tips, best practices, things that some of the crew here has learned in their early entries into streaming, right? The things that they recommend to others as you're getting going. We're going to be talking stream bots as well, right? Really tying into that streaming topic. And then our big game that we're going to focus on today is going to be Minecraft Dungeons, right? So if you guys have checked that out on PC, on Xbox Live Game Pass, I'm going to dig right into that. We're also going to be running through the rest of the news roundups from everything that's been going on in gaming this week. And we'll finish things up with a quick lightning round. On today's show, you've got myself, Autonomy. We also have Unforsaken Jay.
What's up?
We have Angle of Death.
Que pasa?
And we have GMD Geek.
What's going on, everybody?
And if we get lucky, we might get a little herd sighting in a little bit. We'll hold out hope. So hang in there for that.
He's doing dad duties. I almost didn't make it tonight. I have to make an apology. I'm going to take 2 minutes here. I did something very stupid today. Luckily, I already had the birthday card and the gifts all set up, and they've been coming in. But I woke up this morning, and I totally forgot it was my wife's birthday.
Ooh.
Rip. Yeah. So Geek, I got lucky because my girlfriend's birthday is tomorrow.
Dude, don't forget tomorrow.
Understand.
Do not forget.
No, we're going camping. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, man. I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I heard the door open and close. She went to the store. She wasn't talking to me, and I was like, "What did I do wrong now?" All this other stuff, and yeah, I looked over. I saw the birthday card, and I was like, "Mother puss buckets." Jack Burton would kill me. So
you were almost in the doghouse tonight.
It took a lot of getting out of the doghouse, but I know she's watching. A lot of gift purchases. So yeah. It didn't help. So, what's going on to German and Killer? I see Hertz in chat.
Molly the Pug.
Molly the Pug.
Starshine.
Yep, Starshine.
Country Henry. Thank you all for joining up.
Starshine.
How's the week been?
Did we lose
yeah, Hurt in chat. Let's get him in stream soon, right?
Are you going to join stream, Hurt, or are you just going to lurk? We're curious.
Either one's having fine. Computer issues.
Gotcha. All right. I guess. Well, hey, Spark, what's going on?
Spark, the guy that is never not working.
Dude, he's always working. Every time I talk to him, Spark's always at work.
Gotta make the cash.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, let's waste no time getting into things today. Our first core topic of the day is going to be Stream Decks, right? Elgato has one, right, in particular that I know you guys have gotten your hands on. There's also a couple other different options out there. So for chat, while we're going to be talking about Elgato Stream Deck primarily today, right, know that there's other stuff out there as well. And right, like what is a Stream Deck? Essentially, right, software and hardware solutions that help streamers quickly transition, pull up different apps and features, help with promos and so forth. For Jay and Geek, I know you guys have been getting into that. What are your initial impressions of Elgato and Stream Deck?
You want me to go first, Jay?
Yeah, I reckon.
How?
By all means.
Okay, so Jay's going to do a lot of the talking. Because he's had his much longer. I've had mine for, a week? And yeah, I got it because Jay got it. And then I started reading about him. I'd seen them mentioned in a few videos. I was using the Streamlabs mobile deck on this one, which works okay with OBS Live, but there's some configuration issues if you're not on the same network, wireless network, or wired network as your PC so that you're hosting from. So it makes it a little more difficult on some aspects. And then when I saw what Jay was doing with stinger transitions and ease of use and just click of a button and a few things and shout outs, I was like, okay, I gotta go check this out. And yeah, I'm not going back. It was worth the money. There's 3 different sizes.
Low sunshine.
It's oh yeah, it's just ease of use. Of course, if you look at mine right now, it's streaming Mario. animations.
I was about to say,
across-
you've had it for a couple
It's
days. You already
not-
got Mario on it.
Yeah.
Did you put it on screen?
Awesome.
I guess I could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me-
Let's see what you're
Guys,
talking
how
about there, bud.
easy was it to
What's up,
initially
Matt?
get into it? Was it tough to kind of adopt into your daily streams?
No, it was seamless integration. So, it's on the screen now.
Started with Mario.
Now, is this run the full game? Is that what you're saying? Runs through this?
No, so this one I got from Alpha Gaming, Harris Heller. His graphic guy, Sam Woodall, put this together. And it doesn't show animation here. Let me see if it'll do it on the Logitech. Let me do this. And bring this over. Hold on one second.
We got to get the beautiful.
Yeah, it's the animation up there. Up top.
Yeah, hold on. Let me make this camera bigger.
You read my mind.
There you go. So there's the buttons. And it's just running each one of those. So there's a larger animation, but each one of the buttons is an individual GIF. So there's 32 GIFs. You can. There's also a version of it for the 15 deck. But when I'm not in here, I just go to my GMD Geek one, and I could do some simple. I haven't got a whole lot of transitions set up. I'm still getting everything, but I could do a Discord call out to the GMD Geek Gamer Discord, YouTube. I got to press what to join. Shout out. I got one for Jay. I haven't gotten angles. I went and looked at your Twitch early angle. The resolution come down on the avatar was messed up, so I've got to get one from you. Any of the streamers, so I'm trying to set them up. I had CB Gray on here. I need to re-add it. When I was prepping for all of this, I ended up blowing away my profile, so no bueno. But I did find out how to back it up. But yeah, so just to show, I mean, it's just easy. All you have to do is hit the button, and all of a sudden it kicks you over to the wonderful world of Mario. So there's some really cool animations. But
Nice.
Yeah. So let me turn that off so you guys don't need to stare at that.
And for those that don't have a Stream Deck, what are some of those common or complex apps that you might be running on it? You guys got like a kind of rundown of the standard stuff you might see?
As far as so what they might be doing
use
manually?
cases. Yeah.
So what they might be doing manually is using something like Nightbot.
Sunshine, this is a Stream Deck made by Elgato.
Yeah, let me.
You just put Mario in the background.
So I know a lot of streamers out there are used to. I'm going to turn off our topics thing for right now. Are used to StreamElements bot or to Nightbot for a lot of things.
Keek, you may need to make that a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
For the blind people in the back, please.
Yeah. And what you can do with the StreamBot or with StreamElements is you can go in there and let me see here. Stream might be easier if I just show you my bot.
Let's do it.
So as you can, these are the pre-generated ones. You can come in and you turn them off or on. You link them to your account from StreamElements. I was using Nightbot, and I'm using StreamElements now. And you can create some custom ones. And so you can do all these in here where you're still going to have to go into your chat and you'll have to type exclamation YouTube or Twitter or Discord or rules or shout out or, like CB Gray or Unforsaken J or whatever. These people that you're working with, and the rules can get longer or shorter. And so you manually have to do it. Instead now, if I want to shout out to Discord, I just hit the Discord button, and that does the GMD Geek Gamer Discord. If I want the YouTube to go try to reference my YouTube while I'm in the middle of a Twitch, I can do that. Say, hey, go check out my Twitch. I do use timers for some of that stuff, but the reason you might want to do that is sometimes people, actually happens quite a bit. If you mention YouTube, we're like, well, what's the link to your YouTube channel?
Yep.
And so you hit that. And one of the things a lot of the streamers that are first getting started out have to overcome is you need to get to 1,000 subs to be able to get a unique URL, which means until then you've got youtube.com/ some really weird funky set of characters.
Right.
And I'm not going to be able to tell you that off the top of the head, but I can say, go search GMD Geek. I'm lucky enough that it was out there before they made all those requirements that you're going to find my page. If I go search Unforsaken J, unfortunately, there's a lot of different stuff that comes out, and I'm just like, holy crap. So being able to put that in there and not have to stop, turn to the chat, hit the upscale, and if that I don't have it, I can do that. But being able to drop those in there, rules thing real quick. Like I'm going to pull in and create one that's got a list of all the commands that people can go view that's publicly shared, kind of like CB Gray did with his, which is where I learned some of this stuff from.
Nice.
But yeah, then you can also in the middle of, you can hit a key and you can have a pre-scaled set of messages for, hey, I'm live, we're live on, and everything else and it'll do a Twitch shout out for you or whatever you want. There's also other things where you can set it to open up programs for you. One profile I've got, it's just a gamer profile, so it'll launch. What's going on, Logan? And Star and Sunshine. Thanks for everyone for stopping by. But it'll open, so my gamer profile, if I want to play Destiny 2, it's going to launch Destiny 2. If I want to play Trials of Mana, I just push a button, it launches Trials of Mana for me. If I want to do this, and if I'm doing, like, I got set up for streaming on Saturday where I'm going to start streaming me learning DaVinci Resolve, it'll launch DaVinci Resolve. And I've got now in there buttons that I've got to go set up, like you saw me tonight, manually going over to OBS and unchecking the second webcam and rechecking and all that manually. By the time I'm done, I'll have the Stream Deck set up to turn off or on that Logitech camera.
Nice.
I've got it set up so, like, if I'm gaming right now and I go to the Be Right Back, traditionally if I hit the Be Right Back, it doesn't mute my microphone. In OBS, I have to do a couple manual steps. So when I go to Be Right Back screen to take care of kids that are usually fighting, it'll mute my microphone now and bring up a Be Right Back screen. Then I hit the gaming screen, it now unmutes my microphone and returns me to gaming. So there's a lot of things they can do. And I know Jay's doing some different stuff. So I'm going to stop screen sharing and hogging his thunder and let him. There's big Otto's face right there.
I also love the fact that it has its own plugins for the lights that I have in my room, where you can control the nano leaf and Q lights.
So, like Geek was saying, with the buttons and everything I currently have, this is actually one that is essentially just for this right here. There we go. But like you said, I actually put the stinger on this one though, like Geek was talking about. So, say I hit my Be Right Back, I have a stinger on it now to just take a couple seconds, if I step away. And the Discord and game audios, like you can see on the audio mixer.
Down at the bottom?
Yep, that's what I'm pulling up a little bit.
Nice.
So if you see the Discord thing, it's just a button. Now, all the other, like if there was game audio playing, it would still be playing right now. I wouldn't have had to move my mouse to my second monitor to mess with OBS. Hurt, you should know the kids fight. But yeah, you can cut off all the audio incoming to your headset so your chat doesn't hear it anymore.
Which would be good. Especially like whose stream we were watching earlier. I was watching someone's stream earlier and they were trying to carry, the streamer themselves was trying to carry on a conversation with their viewers who were asking questions in chat, but he had a fire team member that was active that all of a sudden just went off on some political tangent, and you saw his viewership drop from, like, I think it was like 13 or 14 down to like 7. So don't talk about politics in streams, not good. But he had to go in and go, hold on, and he went and muted his Discord.
And see
so
if
be able to have that on the
had
fly.
Like just like that, like just all of a sudden, without really having to even break away from what you're doing, just touch of a button, it's good. You keep rolling how everything is.
Nice.
And so it is more than just for Twitch, even though we primarily stream to Twitch.
Yeah, Mixer, YouTube.
Yep, so we've got Mixer.
And it's not just so you're going to see 3 different versions of OBS listed in the Stream Deck. There are 3 versions of OBS. There's OBS Studio, Streamlabs OBS, and OBS Live, just FYI.
So that's what I really like about this thing is it's not just Twitch, it's not just Mixer. We've got OBS Studio, you've got a soundboard you can mess with. They have add-ons that you can download to go with it. And like I was saying to Otto before the show, this is just a folder for this default profile instead of messing with another one. And you can have a automated Twitter message out that you can hit.
Yeah.
And then I haven't really messed with the default too much profile because this is pretty much just for this. But what I'm actually working on is still in progress. But
have you guys gotten into any of those multi-action functions?
Like all the ones I showed you on mine are multi-action.
Multi-action, yeah. I mean, I don't have a Stream Deck myself yet, right? I got to start streaming more to get to that point. But those multi-actions, when I was looking into that, like looked pretty cool, right? Layering apps and functions together.
Pause you real quick on that. I'm going to pause real quick. This is going to sound weird because it's called Stream Deck. However, one of the things that I found very interesting, it's a very unique use case for the Stream Deck. I don't have to be streaming to take advantage of the Stream Deck. I don't have to have OBS running. I can do shortcuts. So instead of having like all these little saved pins on my taskbar or anything like that, I can use my Stream Deck just
on the Stream Deck itself.
I can open up DaVinci Resolve, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Photoshop, Lightroom if you're into photography.
Sorry, Keek, are you saying this is a work expense? I could.
Yes.
Dude, all you ever need is work expense.
It really could, man.
I could literally sit here. So I have a profile I'm going to set up. I've already got it noted out in my notepad called security that launches my VM, and it launches like if it's a Linux virtual machine, a Windows 10 virtual machine. It does this. It pulls up certain applications. Like if I'm doing a memory dump, it pulls this up. It pulls up Moldark, which is for like a packet capture analysis little thing that I've set up that was from Sans. All this other stuff. So I'm not even using that for streaming. But I can if I want. It just brings everything up on my screen, automates everything instead of having to type and launch. It's great.
There's your websites that you can add.
Yeah, there you go. That's great. Geek, can you let her in if you don't mind?
So I suppose.
Like we were saying, for reference, I could put a website here.
Yep.
Call it,
I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm professionally sharing my screen and presenting on Zoom all day, right? If I could incorporate some elements in, that'd be
essentially just like this.
It is,
and there you go, work expense. It's paid for.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not
exactly.
It literally.
If I use this key, right, the button there, I just put that website to. Like it just pulled up the page again on this side.
Yeah, we don't see that because we're not seeing your screen.
Yeah, hold on. So it literally just pulled up there. But.
Now, out of all the key size options, which would you guys recommend?
Given the cost, so the Stream Deck XL is $250 plus shipping or tax. So that's going to cost you about $270. The medium one with just 15 keys, I think that's $150. Somebody correct me. And there's a smaller one which is like
6 keys for $100.
Not bad.
I would not go anything less than 15. I'm just saying because, I mean, you can have lots of profiles. I don't remember what the cap for the profiles is, but for me, doing everything that I've listed,
have many as well.
Yeah, it's just Jay's right here. He's got what, 15, 16 all set up, ready to go, and he's still adding. I've got two sets of profiles, and I've got two
profiles, and this one has
8. I have 10 on mine already, so 15 would go really, really fast. So I wouldn't go anything less than 15.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. You can also make it into a folder, into a separate screen as well.
Yeah, you could do a subfolder.
So you could have like 5 folders across the top using all the buttons.
Yep, and then
if you really needed that much.
Yep. So you can, like, if you see on the screen here, on Jay's, he's got an up arrow return.
Yeah,
that'll take him to the primary top folder.
That's just a folder that I currently have.
So you can set those up instead of using multiple profiles. You can set up subfolders with additional tasks, and so the possibilities are limitless. Like I could go on mine, I could drop 2 subfolders called one useful websites, like that would bring up a series of tabs that I have saved, or a bookmark site, or anything, or even go to a folder with it, and then you can.
Now, I do want to mention this too while we're still on this. If you have macro keys on your keyboard, you can also use this. software to set up everything. You just got to remember what it's for. So Angle, if you've got them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could come in here. Just if you remembered what it's for. There you go. Just straight away. So when you hit that, it pulls it straight up for you.
Yeah.
I mean, and the software definitely looks user friendly as well.
Yeah, it was pretty simple. Like plugged it in, it instantly said, "Hey, do you want to download this?" I was like, "Yeah, I need it so I can use it." And it was there. But yeah, that's the thing that I really like, having the macros on the side too. If I can just
it's nice to see that though, because you don't want a nice piece of streaming technology to open it up and it be the most confusing thing in the world to install, especially for new streamers.
Yeah, I mean, it takes like 5 minutes to orient yourself with it. And then I'll say this too: if you're a geek like I was, the first 2 minutes I was overcomplicating it. I was like, what can I do with this? What can I make it do this? And then I was like, oh wait, just step back, look at the subcategories they have on the right. And then the really cool, fun thing is if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, to more actions, and I just click on more actions, you're gonna see.
This is everything you can download with it.
These are not only these from some of these are from Elgato, but some of these are actually by third-party guys.
So you got third-party people that are developing. That's awesome.
Yep.
It gets crazy.
If you go scroll up a little bit, Jay, you see where it says the very bottom where that there's this StreamElements OBS Live. That's what we're using. I used to stream, and so I downloaded and installed those, and all of a sudden, some of the stutter I had and everything else, all those elements that I wanted to use for alerts. So now, if somebody subs and I want to give a big, huge shout out, I can go in and tell it to manually go do the alert, or I can shut the alerts off. So, like, if I get rated by somebody, like I don't know, CB got rated by Glad one night, and then by Swestical, so almost 3,000 plus guys popping in, which is going to trigger his alerts like crazy when they start following. You're going to want to turn those alerts off. That's the fastest way to do it.
Yeah.
Or I've got it set up.
This thing goes for
There's even a memory game in it.
This is for Hurt right here.
Minecraft stats. You can also load it up so I can use my Amazon Music or Spotify or whatever you want. I don't use Spotify. But Amazon Music, and I can turn it off, turn it on, turn my playlists using a subfolder with multi-action.
Yeah, it gets crazy. Why we're also talking about it for everybody. You can make your own keys for this.
Yeah.
By the way.
What, does the customization ever end?
So it does not feel like it, man.
If you go to open up a browser, Jay, another Google, someone give us a graphic, animation graphic to go get. Type Mario. Do Mario. I had to do this earlier when I was setting up my Mario shortcut. Hit enter.
Mario.
Images.
I'm glad you had a safe keyword search there, geek.
Yep. And then just click on that Mario running. Just any one of those ones. Right there. Right click on it. Save it somewhere, Jay. Save image as. Put it on your desktop, maybe.
Congrats, you have
animation.
Hey, but here's the thing, geek.
It was only saved for a minute.
It's
Hi, Star.
It's got my buddy's stuff on it as well.
Yeah. So then you can go in and you can go into the Stream Deck.
Should be able to add this to it. I've got to open up Stream Deck again. Jesus Christ.
To the software.
Yeah, that is.
And then
yeah, that's it.
Bring it back.
Why is that?
All right. Or I can
saved. Yeah, but I've got to resave it because I didn't want to save it.
Here, I'll do it. I'll share.
That's fine. I just didn't want to save it for some reason.
Okay.
Don't understand why though.
Okay.
Computer's not liking you today, Jay.
No, I didn't save it. Like it says it's there, but it's not.
Okay. Options.
You
want to stop sharing, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just alone watching what it can do just makes me want to go spend the $250 on it.
Saving this picture. What did I do wrong?
I mean, as like a bit of a segue there too, right? Like there are also cheaper versions of getting into Stream Deck, right? Like the software itself is separate, and they've developed the mobile app for Android and iOS. So, hello.
So Calvin's going to join us. His mom and sister outside, and he's going to sit in that chair right Right, or you can go play. You can go play on the
Minecraft
Xbox.
Dungeons. Good,
You can
good
play-
backdrop.
Oh, nice, beautiful backdrop. Yeah,
Dungeons
man.
is loaded on that Xbox.
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah,
Not loading
right. Like
now.
the software itself, you can get a 30-day trial for that. After that, it's $3 per month, $25 for the year, and that could interact with the app on your phone. So, for me, that's probably how I first start. Right, like it's trying this out, creating some profiles, and getting really basic, and working that into whatever I do, and then upgrading. Right, it's kind of my thought process.
Now, just out of curiosity, Jay, I remember when you first got yours, you were talking about the issues you were having with the stand on the smaller size. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah, the 15 one. Actually, this is thanks to Harris Heller, but the stand on the 15 button one, right? It comes with like a 5 area, so you can it has a cheap plastic back where you can pick it up to if you want to tilt it more forward or further back. But this one is actually magnetic. Can you pull up your camera and show them the magnetic base on that? So see, this one's magnetic, and it's a pretty solid stand. And the cable, of course, it hides right through it as well. And so I just happen to like the way that one is a lot better than having to, if I wanted to lift it up, because that thing also lays flat, and it's still elevated by a little bit.
Yeah, and if you just want to have it as a hand deck, then you can too, because the cable comes off to the side, so you can lay it flat on the desk so it doesn't even stand up if you want to choose to do that.
And so that's the one thing I did like.
Sick.
So after I got the messing one, I was like, oh, that's
but
it's a lot better.
I think I'm gonna do it.
It doesn't go anywhere, dude.
Let me show you this real quick.
But for anybody in chat, I do have the mobile version of it there. So if you want to click on that, you can go to their
wham bam. Thank you, man.
Mobile site.
Let me do this. Stop sharing this and choose. Oop, there's Hurt. Oh my gosh, there's
Hurt. Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Go here.
I've been here.
We're gonna share.
But it's 30 days free that you can actually try it, mess with it, and see if you really want to get into one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with the lighting aspect and game launching alone, I think I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
that alone could sell me on it.
Yeah, you've got tons of options. So here's better pictures of it. Not to mention, there's a ton of. You can go get a ton of of icons just from their site. So if you go to the Stream Deck, you can do like Jay was showing you earlier. If you have the graphics for it, you can go to downloads. So you want to do a food graphic and you're into food. But
Yo,
that's
I'm
all
so
it is.
into food
You
right
save
now.
it,
I'm so
and all of
hungry.
a sudden that maps it to your whatever you want it to be. I'm not going to do that, but I'm taking my wife to ramen for birthday lunch thing tomorrow.
Bro, why you got to talk about ramen right now?
But so you got those. You got wall mode. So there's lots of options that you can use it. Where is the Stream Deck? Yeah, right here. Now on mobile. So you can get it on both Apple I and on Google. And I'm going to do this for those that are interested. Let's just drop it right there. It's worth it to have it on your phone. So if you're streaming, just pull it up on your phone and then be able to do some of the stuff. Now it's going to be a little bit more transition-y. Your phone's going to lock up on you every now and then, so you might have to turn your phone off.
Latency issues.
Or the delay, right? Like
you'll probably have like a
timeout. You have to change that from like 2 minutes or whatever. All the way up.
So I mean, there's some drawbacks to using that, and not to mention if you turn off your screen lock to say an hour or 2 hours or whatever, your battery, you have to be worried about your battery drain on your phone. So you might have to plug it into the dock or the wireless charge or whatever.
I'm gonna download it right now as we speak.
And then remember, Hurt, you might have listed it does cost you $3 a month or $25
after 30
days. So you get some time to figure out if you want to play with it or not.
I mean, it definitely gives you a chance to see if you're actually interested in it.
Yeah, so it's not like, hey, pay for this and hate it, and then get mad because you paid $3.
Because I mean, here's the thing: you may actually like it.
Yeah.
And so,
it just depends on what you're really after.
Nobody go and stalk me. My name is not Taft Brantley. It's actually HurtLocker028.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely is.
Well, with that shirt on,
See?
I'm almost wanting to start. If you would have grown the mustache, we could charge you Magnum
Well-
2.0.
Oh,
Dude, I'm not gonna try and take on that mantle. Like
So,
that is squarely on Otto's shoulders.
mhm.
All right. So
maybe next week Magnum
Yeah.
will make an appearance. The beard's almost
All right.
Please,
at that level.
please,
there it is.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, so what he'll do now with that, now he's taken that image and he's split it across all 32. Jay, can you hit the switch 2 where you can show our switches between the Stream Deck Extra Large and the Stream Deck 15?
Sure.
So, and the Mini. So,
So this picture needs to be.
yeah,
See, one
you'll
second.
have to move it. And then if you hit split image,
Open.
and then so it's
It'll
going to
be like that.
And then the
So
scroll
you can
yep.
literally put the mustache there for Otto.
Yes, dude.
And then he has to save those keys, and that's going to
Yeah.
generate it's going to generate 15 different image files. And then
Yep.
so when he goes to
And
the
then you
Stream
have to
Deck,
place them.
then you have to place them. So he'll
One by
map
one.
whatever he wants, and he'll choose the top left quadrant for that image. And he's gonna
Yep.
he can put a word text on it if he wants,
That
See
way
my-
you remember.
or he
What
can
it
just
is.
leave it as an empty folder with no action.
There you go.
Nice.
There's the mini. Now I do know the mobile one actually comes at this size. I believe is 15.
Mhm.
Right, Geek?
15,
Yeah.
believe
for-
it's-
1.5.
or no,
Map,
is it
sorry.
10? I think it's 10.
I thought it was 15.
Let me look.
Oh shoot.
I'm all
But
clicking
yeah.
on the webcam stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the right screen. What am I looking at here?
He was trying to click. Yeah, I saw the mouse. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
So, guys, as you're looking there too, a question for you: when is the right time for a new streamer to get a Stream Deck? Any thoughts on that?
Hold on. Calvin.
After you use the mobile app and figure out if you like it.
I mean, personally, not having one, I would say after you get your affiliate program or 50 subs at least, maybe would then be really worth it.
I would say yes, but that's really going to depend on your budget.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something you have a little extra money for, stick with the mobile. If it's something you have disposable income for, you might look at that the other way. And then again, even if you're not just into streaming, but like say
For Otto's
Otto's use case, and even for mine, because I've started using it for a lot of the stuff I do when I'm doing reverse engineering on some malware or doing some packet analysis and stuff, just to more quickly shift. And then I'm going to be setting up a whole profile for video editing as I'm learning how to do video editing and even some thumbnail creation. So don't just think about it from the streaming standpoint, but also from how can I apply this to my real life use cases. I also think it depends on what kind of content you stream and the purpose of your stream.
Remember, guys, work expense.
Totally
work
fair.
expense.
Yes, yeah,
That's
work
what you want to
expense.
focus
Work,
on.
work
But
expense.
For a
will
lot
go
of the
down.
guys, if you're trying to keep the cost down and you're still trying to get your following and you're trying to do this, the mobile app would probably be by far the best investment. And I will say almost a must.
Yeah.
From my experience, having not used one and then started using one, yeah.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, yeet.
So,
Geek, my wallet has a message for you. It says, I hate you.
okay,
I just
so
wanted you to know.
it is 15. The phone app
Yeah,
mobile
it's
is
15.
15. I did confirm it's 15.
It's not
Nice.
bad.
No, that's not bad. Some of
I'm getting it set up right now on mine just to give her a whirl. So I'll let you guys know how aggravating it is as we pursue this.
some of the guys I know. Well, stop picking your nose with it. Some of the guys
I know a
that
guy named
stream-
GMD Geek that usually helps with free tech support, so we could just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that guy.
Dude,
Redhead.
Almost all hours of the
Hey,
day.
just FYI, I was with another guy helping another streamer out last night for like an hour. A big streamer.
streamer consultant.
Yeah.
New
it's so
tagline
much
for
fun.
you.
What does Katiga says here? He says
Add it to the
some of the
Twitter
guys
bio.
that I know that stream painting. Okay, so yeah, that's another thing that we haven't talked about. Is one of the things that I haven't done inside of OBS because it's just a pain in the butt to do while you're streaming live. Is you can set up transitions. The OBS will do 3-stage zooms with your camera for you to make you pan in closer or out. and I haven't done it just because, but a lot of those guys, I'm assuming that's what Katega is talking about. They have one of their cameras set up so as they're painting their Warhammers or their figures, and I'm looking at this one because Calvin and I do stop motion Lego builds.
Yeah, you can change.
Is zooming in and zooming out
Whoa,
on
whoa,
that.
whoa! Stop motion Lego builds. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have videos?
He's got a channel he's launching. My son he is now known. Okay, I got to give a shout out. If CB
Link it, bro.
This,
I'm gonna follow it right now.
Wait, it's not live yet. As soon as
dang it!
because
Come
we
on
just did this. CB was very awesome when we went to. We were after our stream last week. He hung out with us for almost an hour afterwards, talking in Zoom.
Dude's a bro.
And Calvin came in and sat on my lap, said hi to everybody. We extracted some stuff, did that little short YouTube video that I posted, and CB called Calvin the GOAT. So Calvin really, cause my daughter has Princess Gabby Gamer Girl is what we call her. And now Calvin, like what CB called him. So Calvin has now got the handle on Twitch and in YouTube. Calvin is the GOAT. And so that's going to be his channel. And that's what we're going to launch.
I thought Tom Brady had that one, but
not anymore. He's been replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per stream do you guys use? The last stream, let me think.
Quite a few actually.
A lot. Because I can turn, I use Stream Beats for music. If my kids come in now, I have a mute button or something so I can mute it and still be on camera. If I want to transition, I've started because I've added 2 cameras to my streaming. I'll be able to use that.
Geek secret technology collection.
There's no secrets in my technology collection, man. I have too much. That's just the honest truth. But yeah, I would say probably every 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. So there was an article I was reading for some of the games when how your game freezes and they either have to stop it or you have to be a reset or anything or something on that, and you sometimes can't get up to that command line. Well, you can macro all that with the click of a button to reset all that stuff without having to relaunch the game and impact your stream. So we have to take the stream or reboot the box. So if my game locks up on me, I can have it do all that touch of a button, run a script process that does a task kill and hits everything and then relaunches the game for me all at once. So I'm fluent. I'm hitting this. It transitions me to an up close personal face cam view, and it takes care of all the game stuff in a smaller window below me. Mm-hmm. So we can be talking without having interruption. And then as soon as the game comes back, then I can go back to the main game. So there are a ton of use cases. I mean, we've only scratched on maybe a 5%. There is no option for growing facial hair in here, though. Angle, I'm sorry.
Shade.
Oh,
you know what? It's okay. It's okay.
I'll
remember the chocolate challenge. That's all I gotta say.
I'm good.
I'll remember the chocolate challenge.
That little piece that you ate.
That whole bar that I ate.
I'm not looking forward to it. But by the way, guys, I did order it.
I saw. I was going to say, speaking of which, for anybody that's watching, we are doing a round 3 of it next week because we have several people that have them in their possession. I believe Bunny. Spark and Killer Bunny and Hurt. Twisted actually has one.
Just Canada, eh?
Yeah. So
I'm not looking forward to this.
If you go on there right now, let me get that link out there. Coco.
Yeet that link, bruh.
Can we get an F in chat if you think Hurt's not going to be able to handle it?
Bro, I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die.
Well, here's what I was thinking.
All the F's, guys. Load them up.
I would like to see Hurt eat part of it and then Sam eat the other part of it because I bet you she mans up better than Hurt.
Oh.
That's rough. That's rough.
You could tell her that for me, Hurt.
That rip.
So,
oh man.
But yeah, now so far between the bunch of us, if I did the math right, I believe we've raised at least 350 meals for Feeding America, and we try to do more. Just as an FYI. So if you're very interested in doing it, if you order the box, we're not paying for them. I'm sorry, but if you go order it, you got the extra. And you want to be on the show, and you get the box next Friday, you just hit up any one of us on any of our Twitters, Facebook here in the Discord, wherever. Let us say, hey, no, you can hit us with the DMs on the Discord as well. Hey, I got my box. I ordered it. Just show us a screenshot that it's been ordered. We'll get everything set up, and we'll have you on the show. And that way, we can have everyone eating the chocolate together, spam the screen, and just have a lot of just
Be
good
really
old-fashioned
miserable
fun.
together
Hey,
because
Geek, let me
being
ask you
miserable
something too.
better
Be
when you're not
miserable
alone.
together. Oh, that's great.
So, what is the goat playing back there in the background?
The goat is playing Minecraft Dungeons.
Yo, basically Diablo #Minecraft style.
Are you playing your tune or are you playing my tune? Your tune? What level is your tune? We're going to interview. Level 26.
Tell him to come on over.
Oh wow, he's
He's level
kicking my butt.
26. Yeah. His sister's level 20. What is Gabby? 26 too? Okay.
We both level up.
Has hold on, let me. Yeah. Has Dad done any leveling for you? No. Are you
Wow.
better at Minecraft Dungeons than Dad? Yes, he is.
Nice.
Teaching you how to play, Geek.
For those that
He's like,
don't
I don't
know,
want to brag though. I don't want to brag, is what he's saying.
oh no, brag, dude. Tell him to live it up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. How many armor sets do you have, dude, that you like?
27.
He's gonna tell me after he kills all the mobs. Okay. Cats.
So, how would you explain the game to somebody?
Diablo
those that
Minecraft
have
style.
played.
So not Country Henry, not hot chocolate for me.
No
It's
hot
only
chocolate.
hot chocolate after. It is.
Oh god,
Hurt just got it. Okay.
dude, I'm slow today. I'm
We
tired.
could tell.
We're just gonna let that one slip past.
So it's just like Sunshine said. When I was playing, I streamed for a little while. Man, that Monday night stream that I had was so filled with interruptions. It was weird. But I streamed it for an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. I had a lot of fun getting it figured out. We found out a few things about the game. But I would honest to God say it is Diablo 2, Diablo 3-ish kind of a feel for the gameplay and mechanic. Very easy setting. There's no setting to go from game story mode to difficult. It's just one level, and it's easy to die if you get cocky and get swarmed by a bunch of mobs.
Are you sure about that in the difficulty though? Like
I
when I
didn't-
was looking at
I'm
the
watching
each
mobs
mission,
get destroyed right there too.
yeah,
I don't
each mission though has like a scale. The problem is like the scale was big. So
Yeah,
I
it
did start off
progresses.
2, and it was like you're level 4, and you could choose a level 5
Yeah,
mission or
it
level
kinda
10 mission.
Yeah, it
And there are like, it looks like different playthroughs once you beat it too.
you have
right?
to beat
There's
it
like
first. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think I'm at level 14 or 15. But then it's just like Diablo with Minecraft graphics. And then the way they use artifacts, you can have 3 artifacts. Actually, I think you can end up expanding to 4, if I'm not mistaken. And you can't? Okay. I was corrected by the 7-year-old.
The goat. Listen, man.
He's the goat.
spoke.
Calvin is the goat.
The goat spoke.
He wins.
But so, and then you have armor, and the way you level stuff up is you enchant it to be stronger, to get different, like more damage, more resistance, kind of things like that. And at first I was like, well, crap, do I save all these and just enchant specific drops? But once you find a better weapon, say like I have a sword that I enchanted, it dropped at level 3, and it was a level 3 sword, and I enchanted it up. And then all of a sudden I had a level 11 sword, and I was like, crap.
Nice. Geek, do you mind also pulling up the link in admin chat just to give the chat here a nice visual from
Yeah, so they can
just
see
their
it up
kind of
close.
one shot?
Yeah.
But yeah, for everybody else too, right? Like Minecraft Dungeons is on Xbox Game Pass. If you don't have it, it is going to be $20 outright, online and local co-op, which I thought was particularly nice. Haven't done that in a very long time, pulling up 2 controllers, 1 big screen, and playing.
Oh, yeah.
But it worked real well.
Yep. So you can go to Minecraft.net and you can buy it. It's going to direct you to the Microsoft Store. Now, important thing to notice, we had this discussion with Angle earlier. If you have the Xbox Pass and access a live gold, it is free to play. Okay, you can load it for free. The regular version The $20 version, you can load it for free onto Xbox and onto PC. Your whole family can play it. We had all 4 of us had different dummy accounts. We only have 1 live account in this house, so we created 3 local accounts for each person. So all 4 of us can get in the game and play it as 4 people. It's a 4-person co-op mode, and that does.
Is it all shared screen like Diablo? Or
Yep.
does it split screen?
Yeah, it's shared. Share screen.
I know local co-op is. I have not done online co-op yet to confirm that, but it is shared screen. Essentially, if you get too far away from each other or
It tells you
you fall off the map,
you feel lonely. That's what it says.
You feel lonely, and then like they'll like pop you back into place too from time to time. Each person can choose their own character. I believe there are additional character passes as part of the $10 hero pass, which is DLC that will also include 2 future missions in particular. Keep going up to the top there too. There's a couple of videos nested up underneath. If you play one and just mute it, we can kind of keep talking about it and give a visual for the chat here too as well. But yeah, you're basically like rolling through. Arrows are a huge part of it. Super easy to kill those zombies. You've got like different swords and everything. At first, right, I was like, okay, the game's a little easy to start off, but they started giving you different pieces of loot, epic loot and stuff like that, which was pretty fun to get into. And as they're kind of describing, there's artifacts. Leveling up was pretty easy too, right? You get experience points each level, and you assign those leveling points to your armor or your guns or your bow, I should say, or your sword. The nice thing that you'll find is that your level points do come back if you dismantle that gear. So if you have like
casually use Mjolnir in this.
Well, exactly though, right? Like, and that kind of lends to its like more casual nature, right, of the game. But it also is nice because you don't have to just worry about over grinding it. You can just go play the game, right, and have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm downloading it as soon as we're done here, guys.
You won't get to play it with ray tracing though.
I'm probably gonna be like gone for the entire weekend just playing this because
it's a fun game, honestly. It's gonna be one of those chill games that I'm just gonna load up and play.
Diablo 3 is Diablo is one of my favorite games ever. Minecraft is one of my favorite games ever. You mix the two. Hurt no longer has a life.
That does not sound like a game for me. I'm a wander and get lost easy. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
The map though, honestly, is really nice in it too. You basically hit from the Xbox controller down on the D-pad, and it pulls up the overlay very lightly on top of where you are. So it's honestly super easy to see like the sections you haven't been in and actually play the game, even if the map's up.
Yeah, it's really simplified for kids.
Yo, country, I love Minecraft,
but still super entertaining for adults. And I will say
Shots
this:
fired. Called out.
Thank you, Starshine.
Boxing gloves are on. The Xbox controller on PC works fantastic for this game.
He'll be using 1 boxing glove. Geek.
I love the look of the villagers too.
Country probably only needs 1 finger.
They do attempt to also like introduce a good amount of story into it. You're getting like the kind of clip here that you start off the game with as well, but like there's this like, big force that like took over and corrupted the world, and you're the only hope. So they definitely need into some of the tropes that you might see.
Yo, Vegeta, welcome.
What's up, Mr. Vegeta?
Yo.
I gotta give a shout out to Vegeta. That dude is one helpful dude for people.
Vegeta, shout out you. You're helpful, Brad.
I'm just saying, because if you go out to, if you catch him on YouTube and stuff as well during the daytime, and you need some help running something,
dude gets busy.
That boy gets busy. He's out there helping people all the time in Destiny 2. So major kudos to that guy.
Man, talk about doing some work.
Is there any crafting in Minecraft Dungeons?
I haven't found any yet. Just outside of like enchanting the weapons, and you get to choose what attributes certain weapons have. There's like, and also keep in mind, there's like, I don't remember the names for the type of gear. You have some regular gear, common gear, uncommon gear, rare gear,
unique.
And the higher those levels, the more different types of
there's pets too, right?
Yep, pets. I have Calvin's running around. How many dogs does Gabby have? Gabby has. And you have a dog, a llama, and a bat, right?
Bro, you can have llamas?
Yeah.
Oh, it's done.
Attack llamas.
Dude, it's done. My brother hates llamas. I'm I'm
Yeah,
getting llamas, bro.
You can viciously murder them.
He hates
I
llamas.
hate llamas.
Yeah.
Spark Hunter
What'd the llama
makes a
do
good
to
point
him?
here too, right? There are different roles on the gears and weapons, so it's not static, right? You are looking
Mhm.
at your gear and finding the min-max like damage for your bow.
3 of
We're
my
always
favorite
doing
games.
well, Vegeta.
Destiny,
Yep.
Diablo, and Minecraft all together.
Hey, look,
That's what
we
you're
know why
telling-
you really stopped at 3. It's because you can't count to 4.
Ooh!
He can get to
I
three.
mean,
and
I
a,
can.
he can get to 3.5.
Yeah.
3 and a
Well,
half.
3 and like 2/3.
Sorry, dude.
Yep. Sunshine, yeah, if you've got Game Pass, definitely worth the download.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not going to be a game you need to sink 40 hours into. I'd say it's probably got like, what, 10, 15? I haven't gotten to the end on it. Then the difficulty play modes that you can
Rip
play
hurt.
through, right?
That's one
10,
rip
maybe?
hurt.
Edition.
Yeah.
And maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Maybe longer. I have Calvin and them restarted characters, so I mean.
Oh, wow, already. Wow.
yeah.
Sweet.
Although they said catch up, bro. What you doing?
Yeah. So I mean.
I
They're
had
the
the day
wild
off yesterday and I'm only at
completionists.
like level 7 and I don't know what I was doing.
They
Yeah.
all-
Okay. So here's an important note. It is cross save, but we found out while I was live streaming. I tried to get my twin. My twin brother tried to play with me, and I was on PC when he was on Xbox. We could see each other, but we couldn't group together. So you still have to, if you want to play on Xbox, you have to play with other people on Xbox. If you want to play on the PC, you have to play on the PC. I did go hit the forums. Microsoft does and is listening, and they did hear that people are like, we want cross play. So they're looking into it. I don't know. How
Yeah,
hard
I
it's
found on
gonna
their
be.
FAQ they said that they were working on it. So
Yeah.
like there's a quote
Nice.
from them, which is great to see.
Yeah. So it'll be nice when we see that come out. I think it just tells me that there's more and more developers out there, and like Microsoft is one of the biggest proponents for it. They want to get away from the cross save and bring in cross play.
Yeah,
And just go from there. So I'm really looking forward to see what that gives me hope for future generations on the Series X and everything else. So I'll be really happy about that.
If only Warframe could get on that wave.
I
Word.
have no idea why it's not.
It's where you need that like Stream Deck button where it's just like wah, 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 like sad character for Angle's face.
Right.
We can make that happen.
So yeah, so he just finished up a mission. At the end of a mission, you get items out of a chest.
That's a lot of gear. Looks like on that
Lot
screen
of
over
gear.
there.
Yeah.
Geek, this
Can
might be
you
a little
focus on that
more
a little bit?
detailed question as you're focusing, but the chests at the end of level. So essentially like you get through your level, you pick the level based on the map, you go in and you do the level, you come back to the base camp. There is a vendor that sells gear for
The traveling, you have
80
the
coins.
the blacksmith.
Is that
80.
even is the blacksmith like worth it? Like I've just gotten basically like meh gear from it.
I've never gotten
For anybody
anything.
in chat, for you, have gotten anything good?
I've never gotten anything good from him, but the traveling merchant, yes.
Okay.
But the traveling merchant is, what is it, Calvin? 140? He's gonna go check right now. The wandering merchant.
Okay.
Depending on how far you get, some of them are 190. Like he was just there. 197. I know lower levels it's cheaper,
Okay.
so it does go up and down.
So the note for chat is if you are getting into this, save your coins early. The $80 vendor that you first see is junk. I would
Yep.
not even worry about it.
He might be viable later on, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And-
if there's like a stagnation point, that can make sense. But I was blowing past like the gear that he was giving me
Yep.
very quickly in game.
Yep. I do believe as well there was an announcement. This is coming to the Switch. Is that correct? I'd have to go check.
Yeah, let me double check. Let me check my notes.
Somebody did ask in the forums, but I need to check. I have not checked that, so don't hold me.
It is now available digitally on Switch. It says on their FAQ on their live
Yeah,
official website.
Because it wasn't available day one. Because I looked, but I thought it was going to Switch. So, German, there you go. Since I know you're a Switch junkie, you've got it taken care of.
How kind just to be like junkie.
But what are you showing them?
Couple other things too. I'm just recalling on it. It's shared world items, but not shared world loot, which is helpful, right? So you're going to get your own loot drops. I did find when I was playing with my girlfriend, she got all the armor. I got all the swords, but you don't have to cannibalize and like fight over the gear itself.
Yeah, it's Calvin's got he keeps them because they're cute. He's got bear outfits and tiger outfits and
I only have a box
fox.
He says if you say something.
Look,
Definitely
Otto,
keep
they
that
have
one.
a fox outfit for you. Just
Keep
for
that
you.
one for sure.
Otto's
It's never
perfect.
lock,
You
lock
need
it.
it.
Is there a lock feature? Yeah.
Yeah, so
He said, "Is there a lock feature?" That's the only thing Otto's going to wear.
Yeah, it has 115 health and it's
Right, I'll share it on Twitter once I get it.
And the armor all has different stats, and the swords have different stats, and the crossbows
German
have
says
different
he's
stats.
gonna play it on Xbox.
Yeah, it's worth it.
His Xenoblade got delayed till tomorrow. Rip. German.
Mine gets here tomorrow, dude. So I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. I know Katega, I got him a copy. Or well, I got his wife a copy for her birthday. And theirs should be here. Did yours get there today, Katega? I don't remember. I haven't checked the tracking on it. But yeah, I like Xenoblade. I think that's a great series. So for those that are asking, is Minecraft Dungeons worth it? 100%. If you're into that type of fun. There's a meme going around. I think I might have downloaded it.
He said no, not yet. By the way, Geek.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll check the tracking on it after this.
Yeah, I mean, if you got Game Pass, especially, it's a no-brainer. Even for $20, you're gonna have some fun.
Yeah,
There is some replayability with each of the different difficulties that come out, and they're saying new unique loot for each of those difficulties. I'll let you know
You did
as I get to
download
them.
Yeah. So for those that are interested, there's the meme that's going around. Why do you like this? It looks stupid. Quit having fun. It is a blast. It's not overly complicated. Doesn't make you think. You can just sit down and play, and you can go have fun with your family if you like to sit down and do that with your kids. It will support on 1 up to 4 controllers like on the Xbox, and 4 players off of 1 Xbox, like the old days with Halo. When you got everyone together, there you go. Problem solved. And it's one big screen. It's not split screen. So just FYI.
That always helps the blind people like me.
Geek, when you started playing local, did you get into any quarrels or fights about which direction in the map to go?
I did not. My
Okay,
kids did.
I happened to. Okay.
They did. I would hear from in here all the way across the house, Gabby, get over here and follow me. Or if they were playing and Calvin was in here and she was in the other room, I kept hearing Gabby, save me, save me, save me. Or come res me, because you can res each other.
Yep.
The important thing too is, what is it, 3 deaths and you have to start all over on the mission, right? You get 3 tries. So
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
It's pretty nice though with the health potions. The health potions are on a timer, so you don't
left
necessarily
button.
forever run out and stuff like that.
It's not a quick timer reset either. It's not a 30-second reuse. It's like 2 minutes, I think.
Oh
so
man,
you got to be
That's-
mindful of when you're going to use it.
Rolls
That's a
also on a
countdown.
timer as well, and there's no block, so you definitely have to be moving,
Mhm.
time your abilities, and so forth. Once you get the artifact, that definitely helps.
Then
gives
you
a
got
little bit of a
there's one mission I went on where there you get a firework artifact right off the beginning.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of stupid. I didn't really use it. And then I went into this one weird dungeon that I found, and the darkness is closing in on you. Darkness is closing in on you. And as soon as it gets down towards the end, almost ready to kill you, you light off the firework and it scares all the stuff around. So if you find that
I've got
dungeon,
That sounds great.
just FYI, that's how
good to
you
know.
live. I was like, what the heck? I can't survive.
Geek, move your mouse.
Oh, sorry.
So it destroys them all. But some-
Trying to eat the mouse for you.
Yeah, what?
I'm going to pick Jay's nose now. There we go. There we go with the mouse. All right. Sorry.
Tried, didn't work.
Sorry.
Calvin was amused. I can be
Country
able to-
Henry says so. No boss fights.
Yeah, there's boss fights, man. There are definitely boss fights. And some of them are easy, and some of them not so easy.
Yeah.
But
The first couple you'll breeze through, but then
Hello, media.
7, 8 levels, right? Or as a character 7 or 8, you start to encounter some harder ones, right? They're throwing in ads and stuff like that effects that slow you down and things like that.
yeah.
I've been saying things and I'm muted. So it's just like Diablo in that sense where it progressively gets more and more difficult.
Yes. And then once you unlock it, it will get
Mhm.
more difficult. You can do a harder setting.
Okay.
I haven't gotten
Yeah.
that far yet. I'm fairly certain that my son will be on 3 levels harder than me before I get to the next level.
I am downloading it tonight.
I am really hoping that the loot continues to be unique as you go, right? I worry like if those second and third playthroughs aren't hard enough, right? I might not be sticking through as much, but if they give me the loot, I could see myself wanting to go back and get that.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm trying to see. I mean, I really want to find out if there's a different level of gear for the harder the gameplay is. If
Yeah.
not, I do see that as maybe where's the replay factor.
Yep.
Now I can tell you that the kids are just going to keep playing it because they love Minecraft. You've got
Yeah.
the will.
How can you not love Minecraft?
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, they even asked me how come the GMT Geek Gamer, and I posted on Twitter. They're like, why don't you guys have a Minecraft world that can be open for everyone in the Discord just to go play in? And I was like, I'm probably going to have to go set that up now.
But just stop breathing.
Yeah, but I'd have to do the old version because, as I found out, not a lot of people are able to do the ray tracing yet. And that's not a dig at Hurt or anything like that, but yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't a dig. That was like,
That's-
oh, I could do
No.
ray tracing.
Yeah, no, that
You
he
just
didn't
drop the tree
yeah,
on his
again.
finger.
No shade. It's just the whole tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
you'll be fine.
Yeah,
but
I'll be fine.
yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
So it's pretty good on that. By the way, somebody did ask me because they were noticing as I was streaming, and they were noticing in the Zoom and everything. I do flip my camera for the podcast, so you can get the TV better.
Oh yeah. No, I noticed that the other day. I was like, wait, I'm not used to seeing this side of Geek's face.
Yeah, which side is the good side? is
I
the
think
question.
this is good.
He said less white on the other side.
There's
this side, so
all
that's
white
what-
right here,
Yeah,
less
so
white
that's
right here.
That's his good side.
Yeah.
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 It's
So
a beautiful man.
yeah, and then my mouth is going to be swollen in about 2 weeks. They're gonna my implants finally ready.
Jake says there is no good side.
Mhm.
Aren't y'all twins?
Now he's my kid
Oh no,
brother.
that's the
this
Jedi.
this is the one that works at Madness Comics. Oh, dude,
Yo,
is
link 'em.
hold on. Is the unicorn green still in stock? Do they still have one of those left? I need to know.
Go
because I
on.
gotta get
What
it
is?
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm genuinely
please explain.
curious.
Yes, he
Okay.
says yes.
Yes, I want it. Are you at work or are you at home?
Is the part where Geek starts buying stuff on the stream where I have to reel this back in?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's fine.
Start now. Ready?
Grab
Break.
the
So-
reins.
Are we? Okay. There you
Gundam
go.
Green.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, I'll
I
call you
sent you a
tomorrow.
picture that was pretty
It
cool.
could have been one of many other things too, Geek. So all of us were like,
What's this? Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, unicorn green. What the?
Yeah, you can see on the floor right down there in front of the TV.
Sunshine
is-
says I'm not listening.
is a
Who
one
are
of
you
the
asking? He was
unicorn
asking
Gundams,
Katega.
the red, and there's a red, there's a green, and there's a blue.
nice.
So
All right, guys. As kind of our next topic here, do we want to get into a bit of the news roundup, or do we want to jump back to some of the streaming kind of bot elements that we want to discuss? Tips.
It's all
things
good,
like that?
Sunshine.
I would say, that's a very good question.
Jump
I would
into
say
news.
let's do some of the news.
Angle
Let's
wants
break
to
up.
start with something.
So we were talking with games. Let me
Is it my new addiction?
let me
Yes.
get this shared.
Might as well start there.
Yep, I'm gonna scare the screen so we can
Scare the screen.
Yeah.
share the screen.
Hey,
Actually, I need to stop sharing that screen
Whoa.
and share this screen.
there we go.
That way everyone can see it in stream.
Yeah. Yeet.
Okay.
My glorious new mole miners addiction.
The moment have arrived.
I wish the NPCs in this game were mole men and not robots. Personally, it would have made it just that much better. But
So frame it up, Angle. What are we looking at here?
we are looking at the intro screen to my personally new favorite addiction, Volcanoids, which is a co-op survival game. Wish I could tell you what time period it's based in because there's robots and steampunk. So I don't know. You can make that one up on your own.
That's definitely steampunk.
Yeah. So steampunk.
But there's robots.
Well, they said in the description steampunk
Geek, you wanna,
influence.
Make that video bigger.
Yeah, let's maximize the video. This screen is way too big for chat to see, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So what it is it's basically a open world survival game where you start off on an island, massive island. You got a nice little map that shows you all the sections of the island. You don't start off right away on a ship. That's one thing that they probably should have made very clear when starting the game is you don't just immediately get into your ship. You have to actually go claim one.
We got double bear shotty, bro.
And
Yeah.
the ship
Well,
is
yeah.
this thing, this massive
That is your
mining
home
thing?
That's your home base. That's your main area. So basically,
Oh, man.
depending on the difficulty you play the game on, there's a volcanic eruption every give or take 20 minutes. So you have a set series of missions and tasks you have to go complete. Well, worrying whenever that timer is going to run down, if you're going to have enough time to get back in your ship, because once that timer starts to get really close to zero, you have to actually dig to survive the volcanic eruption, or else all of your progress will be lost.
Man, you guys are getting me to download so many games
This
right now,
is-
and I'm a little bit
If you-
frustrated.
Early access, it's $15 on
Mhm.
Steam if you log in. It's 20% off, I think.
25%. Yep.
Yeah, 25%. But there's no limit to co-op as of right now. I highly doubt
Minigun.
anybody's ever going to try to play with more than 45 people.
Yeah. Oh,
But
good old Gatling.
oh yeah, you can't forget the Gatling gun. What is steampunk without the Gatling gun?
Yo,
And
that
earlier, Angle,
shoddy
you were
is
saying it's PvE only, right?
Yes, though, mind you, there is friendly fire on all the time. That is not a setting that can be turned off.
Bro, a
What's up, Spider?
mortar?
Spider.
Wow. Okay.
There's mortar
That's
cannons.
insane, Ray.
There's handguns. You got shotguns,
Handguns.
old style
So-
Gatling guns.
So if you play with me, your chances of getting shot are pretty significantly high.
Yeah.
Well,
Just saying.
luckily, the damage
I'm
is
not
low.
even surprised.
There's there's nice little things that they don't tell you, but you kind of have to figure out along the way. Like your damage against your other players is low. Like I shot my friend in the face yesterday because he kept deleting my chest. It did like 2
Savage.
health to him. But the bigger your ship gets, the harder it is to bring it underground.
Yeah.
So you kind of have less time between eruptions to actually work on it, because if you're like me, I'm gonna
That's
make
some insane reload, though.
Oh yeah, it's
Wait.
fast.
So your ship gets bigger. And by that, if you're in your ship, it goes down slower, or is it because you're adding stuff to it, or you're building stuff on it?
It's
or-
the more
Because it's getting
segments,
heavier.
the more segments, the longer it's going to take to actually get all of those segments underneath the ground.
Meteor said
say-
she will kill us with explosions.
Can you limit it, or does it automatically get bigger on you and there's nothing?
No,
do
you can
about
limit it to a certain
Okay.
size, but you're going to run out of space so quickly. I think we're currently at, that first section they show you, we
Yep.
only have one of those and we're already out, and we've been playing for 2 days.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking of the really cheesy B movie, The Core.
But actually, in the video they just showed, depending on your difficulty, those volcanic eruptions will be quicker and quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Currently,
Bro.
we've just left it on normal because I don't want to risk
So
running back and forth.
while you're on the surface, you have to fight off random mobs.
Oh yeah,
And then you
they'll-
have to get in your ship and go save your city from being destroyed by the volcanic eruption. Is that what the...
Yep.
Okay.
Basic premise. Though those mobs will spawn at random times because they also have drill ships. So sometimes you'll
Oh.
surface your drill ship and all of a sudden you'll see another robot's drill ship just appear.
Okay. So
Granted, you can go raid those ships, take all their stuff, and
Sick.
you actually have to destroy their little spawning point.
That would be
stop swarming
the
on you.
eruption.
Actually, if you can pause that really quick, there's little upgrades to your ship too. You can have power plant generators, like research generators to collect materials. You see all those things coming off of the ship,
Mhm.
and robots can also damage your ship.
Can you put turrets and auto defenses on your
Yes,
ship?
you can.
then?
You can put
Okay.
turrets on it, and you can build them on every section, as many turrets as you want to, and they're like they
As
connect
many
into the
as you
sides
want
of the
to.
wall.
Yeah,
Each
dude.
wall has six applications.
And Dreamy
Or
Meteor
three.
asks, can your ships be stolen or taken by others?
No, no one, because since there's PVE only, they can't take anything, but they can damage it beyond recognition.
Mhm.
Or you can pull a stupid like me and resurface too early and blow your entire ship in 5 hours worth of work up.
Sounds gratifying.
Now, can you steal ships or pillage ships from the NPCs?
You can pillage their materials. You can't
Okay.
steal their actual ships. You only ever get your main ship. Hence why you do not want to mess up.
Yeah,
So what happens if you blow up your ship? You have to start all over?
You have to restart your save. That or you're completely out of a ship. You'll respawn, but you'll respawn back on the little submarine where you start from, and there are no more drill ships to claim.
dude.
Oh, that sucks.
So it's an
They've got-
intense,
they've
it's
gotta
intense
have-
survival.
Wow, that's deep.
That's I bet you they
That's
cave and have
deep.
people say, "Well, you can start over with the original ship
Hmm.
at some point."
That's
That would be.
that's up there.
Thanks for the host, Miss Star. I appreciate it.
That sounds kind of like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's
What's nice is you can go back on a save
yeah.
and share all materials with your friends.
It's kind of like playing Diablo on hard mode, man.
Dude,
Basically.
Diablo,
Hard go.
like getting like
Yeah,
mad
Dreamy
love tonight.
Meteor saving is a priority because I made.
Does
the
it
mistake.
auto save for you, or do you have to save manually?
So there are autosaves, but I've come to notice there's only autosaves after you complete quests. So say you're just going to spend 4 or 5 hours working on your base and getting everything set up that day, and you're not going to do quests that day, it's not going to autosave anything for you.
Huh.
So
Huh.
you kind of have to remember
So
to save.
remember to do it. Go get it
And-
done.
Yes.
So save often, of course.
Yes. And kind of like Minecraft, when you die, you lose whatever you've mined from that previous time.
Yeah.
The only things you will
Yeah.
never lose are your wrench to fix your ship and your pickaxe. But you'll lose your guns, your ammo, your materials.
A man
your
is nothing
robot
without his
pieces.
wrench and his pickaxe. It's what my dad
I
always
like
said.
that it's not PvP. You had
That's-
me
this
at
is
that
true.
part because my biggest thing that I hated, like a lot of these games they've brought out similar to this genre, is you get 15 days of non-combat raids and people picking on you, and that's really kind of annoying. I just want to be able to go in, make my own empire, build my own thing. So that might be something I'll go check out.
Mind you,
On a-
these robots are ruthless.
So, is there difficulty level settings?
Yes, there is. They showed it in one part of the videos.
I think it was
It's-
the other one that you had up.
Yeah, I think it's basic, normal, hard, and I don't remember the last one.
Okay.
But they go down in significant time increments. So basic starts you off at like 30 minutes between each volcanic eruption.
Mhm.
Normal starts you off at 24 minutes between each volcanic eruption. Then hard is every 19.
I'm more thinking from a combat kind of a standpoint because if I get it, I like.
Oh yeah, damage
judge
goes
it-
up too.
Because my kids are going to want to play. Well, my son will want to play it, and then my daughter will want to play it because my son's playing it, and so yeah, I look at that aspect of it as well.
And the co-op feature is a lot of fun too because you can come up with crazy designs for your ship. Like the one we have up in the screen already is just that's only 2 sections and it's specced out. You can have I think up to 8 or 9 sections, so it can be long.
Jesus.
And you can
That's
and
quite a bit.
when it
Earthworm.
opens up, goes up to the top, you'll see the bigger sections kind of open up like shops.
Mhm.
So it gives you a nice display of everything you have set up on your ship.
That's wild.
Just always remember to
Nice.
put turrets.
Okay.
Don't make that mistake, and you need to make ammo for those turrets.
Oh, I might have to go check this out. It does
Yeah,
sound
I
very
think
interesting
that's
to me.
as well.
Okay. We also had other news. We had Phantasy Star Online.
Now
2
you can hold me to playing this geek.
On
is
PC.
free.
Yes.
Now we had to unconfuse angle on this one.
I pulled
Um,
a stupid.
It's free. If you go to Xbox, it might say there's some stuff in with live. For if you want to play on Xbox, you have to have an Xbox Live account. If you're playing on PC, it is free to play now. It is cross save and cross play. We did confirm this. I was grouped with an Xbox player from my PC, so it is cross play 100%. There are 3 ships open right now. The heaviest crowded ship is ship 2, because everyone that started playing on PC is like, I don't want to play with the people that are Xbox, and went to ship 2 and just totally did. They're expanding to open up ship 4 and some additional things. Jay and myself and several others are on ship 1. If you do want to play it, let us know. Hit us up.
Remember,
on the,
geek, I'm holding you to you telling me you're gonna help me level
oh
up
yeah,
to
yeah,
this.
we will. We've already made plans.
Dude,
People
we
just-
can do it right after this.
Yep, you just hit us up. We'll start leveling. It's a lot of fun. You will hear me cussing at Jay because Jay uses range quite a bit, and because I'm trying to prep my
Roaster at angle.
my tune to be a
I'll hit the thing
summoner.
a mile away. It's all good.
I don't have any range right now because I have to level up Tector. I have to level up
His range
Force,
is as far as his own
and
range.
then I'm
So are you-
gonna
Are
do
you
some,
saying Jay basically like snipes all of the guys before you can even kill anybody?
right
So you
as he
basically
gets
get-
there.
right as I get
I
to
wait
it? He
until
waits
he
till
gets
I
there.
get to them.
and then I shoot it.
And I'm like, I'll swing my sword, and before the sword gets halfway through its swing, the mob's dead from the freaking arrow that hit it or the gun or whatever. So yeah,
That is savage.
it's.
I do it every time.
Yeah.
That
so
is
what you're saying
savage.
is,
But
Jay, you're the
He-
hard carry.
I
on
will say,
Yes.
I will say this much: he is a lot nicer to me than he is to Dreamy.
Look, the thing was, this enemy was like right there in front of her.
See, what had happened was
And we were like, Meteor, don't go up there without us. Meteor's like, okay. And then 5 minutes pass. Meteor's dead, and we're like, "Where'd you go?"
It went up there. So, anyways, it's
Meteor.
free. It takes about 100 gigs of hard drive space. I did notice.
Otto, I see
there
what you
was-
said there. Yo, I
Um,
need help leveling 2. You need to play to get help
Mhm.
leveling.
Okay, you need to go play.
I have been playing because you haven't leveled me yet, man.
You haven't been
That's
on.
because you're never on the play.
You got to level me, and then I'll play more.
So, I did notice
I'm trying to
there's
spin this in some way.
being able to
Sorry,
go
keep-
from
Yeah.
30 hertz
Sure, sunshine. You can
to
roll this.
120 hertz on the computer versus the Xbox and some of the graphics. There's a definite improvement in worthwhileness to playing on the PC. However, gameplay is just fine and pretty dang amazing on Xbox as well. I don't believe there's any news whatsoever coming to PS4. There was some discussions in the forums about them introducing it to the Switch. So it may become available. If it becomes available on the Switch in the future, I'll definitely pick it up on the Switch, even if I have to spend a little bit of money to get the client download. Just because one of the things I'm looking, this is the type of game that I can play anywhere or on the mobile. In
Can you
Japan, it's very, very
go
big.
to the event that they're actually having in the game right now? Because Meteor asked about it.
Go to the event. Is it on their site?
Yes, it is.
Yo, all of those tabs open is like driving my OCD absolutely bonkers.
Yo, that's like nothing
Dude,
for
this is
tabs,
nothing,
though.
man.
Oh, I
Yeah, like
can't.
come on, man.
It's like 3 maximum. If I get any more than that, done. I'm stopping what I'm doing.
On my work day, like I have like multiple like
Like
27.
screens on top of each other.
browsers open,
Nah.
right, with alt tab for each of my customers.
Uh.
Like, yeah, like that's nothing, man. You could read the titles for this. He's good.
Oh man. Oh, my OCD is like
I
Try
don't
and
know
get
why I
the
wouldn't go
website
to
gig.
.com. News? Urgent Quest,
Yeah.
right?
No, they have an event too. That's what she was talking about. Though
I don't know if that's on the
so
site.
that's
is it?
what she said, kind of.
I posted a link to their website.
Did you put it in the Discord?
No,
Come
I
on
just
now.
put it in Twitch chat.
Oh, let me go back to Twitch then.
Yeah, we're not doing a good job here.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm at PSO2. That's where I started.
Ah, well, she was saying good announcements, I reckon.
Okay.
She was talking about the wedding event thing that they were doing.
Oh, that?
I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. So you can get married in the game.
Wow, look at
Yeah.
Just like
that.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. And right now, if you go into the shopping center, the
Go
normally
with your
which the fountain is there, it's just a huge giant wedding cake. I mean, a giant wedding cake with bells playing. So yeah, you can do that. But all the
That's
gear that you can buy, people are running around in wedding dresses right now, more
They
so
really
than the
are.
tux. But I see a lot of people running around in the wedding dresses. It's
There you
just
go.
crazy.
Mhm.
Fashionable. Does Phantasy Star Online do a weekend event every weekend, or is this kind of like just special stuff here and there?
They have a theme every week. I think it's every week,
Yep.
right? It's
Oh,
every
nice.
week.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
let's see.
I believe it's every week.
Yeah, because I think it is because they give you a date. Like normally after this one ends, there'll be another one to start.
Mhm.
The one thing for everybody that's looking at playing it, one thing you should look at with this, when it came to PC, they added new urgent quest.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean by urgent quest?
It's
Is that-
like a mission
Okay.
that you and 3 other people can get together on and go fight a big boss.
Right, but you'll get
Or like we
paired
had
with
a
up to
horde
12.
mode that we did
Yep.
yesterday.
Nice.
So when it launched on Xbox, you had the first 2 parts of the story. There's lots of story levels, and they haven't unlocked everything in the game yet. Even though it's live on PC now, they haven't unlocked everything. So every time they add more story, they're adding more of the urgent quests, and they're getting everything prepped for raids, which are 6-man or 12-man raids. And we haven't unlocked all that stuff yet. So the urgent quests build you up through.
Yeah, because I think it's on like episode 7
Yeah.
for story wise.
So you build up through it. So right now you can see right now they have these urgent quests in there. You have a couple from part 1.
Nice.
You have a couple from part 2, and they introduced part 3 urgent quests, and they get harder as you go in. And before they went live on the PC, we didn't have the horde mode that we had yesterday when we did the urgent. Jay streamed it, so if you go look at his replay on it, you'll be able to watch the urgent mode from that.
It's kind of interesting because you could place turrets and stuff down too.
So it's different aspects. We also want to talk. I'm not sure. There's a lot of WoW fans in here. BlizzCon has been canceled. They have no idea when they're going to do a digital replacement for it. This is just more of a news snippet that we found very intriguing. And if they do it, it's probably not going to happen until beginning of next year. So all you WoW players, I'm a former WoW person. Sorry, no BlizzCon. Darn. That means I guess you don't have to go get a smartphone. It's an inside joke for most people. I guess we lost Hurt.
Yep.
His computer died.
Computer died.
Such a good joke there, Geek. Hert's computer died immediately when it heard it.
Yeah. I know we have a few people that are doing Destiny 2 that are also been playing WoW to fill some downtime.
Yep.
One of their events with Metallica. Yeah, I've gone to a couple BlizzCons. I haven't gone to the recent ones. I think they're getting full of themselves, overpriced, and Blizzard needs to stop listening to Activision and start listening to its community again. I think is where they're starting to fail. If they can start listening in community and find a balance, I think that there's hope. Otherwise, there's too many games on the front coming out that they're going to have to compete with that are innovating and bringing new ideas and concepts that WoW has not done a good job of introducing. So I think they're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. I'll only go back once the new X-Pack. Yeah, I've got friends that are playing the new one and on the test servers and everything else. Yeah, I'm still not convinced. I'm still not going to spend and waste my money on it. We will see where it's at in a year. Even then, I've got Amazon New Worlds coming out here in a month or two. And
I'm really excited for Amazon New Worlds too.
I've done the betas a couple times. I've done a couple private things. I'm really excited for it. This is going to take many people by surprise. I'm really excited for some aspects of PvP.
What? Hold on. I need a repeat. I need to hear that one more time. You PvP excited?
Yeah. I want to get a bunch of people in this game. I want to get a clan going. I want us to build a stronghold and develop our territory, go do our quests and everything. Yes, Spark, it is on PC. I believe it's from Amazon Games.
I'm with it, Geek. I'm with it.
Because the really cool kind of thing is it's not all the time, but the stronger you get, you're going to come to a point where people want to invade your territory and you need to defend your stronghold. You need to defend your territory. And as other territories that neighbor you and everything else get stronger, you get notifications and you can choose to go engage them. Now, it's not a surprise thing. So if people aren't online, you're in SOL or anything like that, but it does look really, really pretty cool from that aspect. It's something I've always wanted. Like Warlords of Draenor from WoW, you had your own stronghold, but it wasn't a clan stronghold. It was your own little realm. Now, if you go to like Amazon New Worlds, it is a collective. I think it's just a really cool kind of concept that they're introducing. Their crafting is worthwhile. So yeah, that's still a couple months off. They did push it back to make sure that they developed a finished game. Unlike they did push out Amazon Games is actually the people that developed and released Crucible. That we baited for Bobby J a while back. It went production, not ready. I don't think it's actually finished ready, but they released it to take advantage of the current situation of everyone being home. What's up, dude?
Mm-hmm.
All right, back up.
Okay.
Now, Geek, I'll make you a deal. I'll join your clan in Amazon if you join my posse of gangsters in Star Citizen.
I can do the Star Citizen one. That's not a problem. So
we're developing a space posse.
You know what my idea is? It's pretty easy. GMD Geek. So there's the BlizzCon one. There's the Amazon New Worlds, and yes, there was a snippet out from. For those that are interested, Young Yi, I saw it on his YouTube channel. I didn't find it, but there was a tweet out there. If you go check out Sony's main Twitter, that they are expected to do a Game Insight video news release next week sometime. It's
June 4th.
June 4th.
Yep.
Do you have a link for that, Jay?
I can get one.
Yeah, if you'll share that in the chat, then I'll pull it up on the screen. They're going to talk about kind of like do what Microsoft did with their insights, but hopefully they're going to show gameplay instead of advanced trailers. I think that PS4 is a little late to this game, trying to catch up. The rumor is, though, that they are going to show what the actual controller and what the PS5 is going to look like.
He gets the pin tweet.
We're all still waiting on Halo Infinite gameplay.
If you click on that geek, it'll be the pinned one.
This one here. All right. So June 4th, 1 p.m. Pacific time. You can go check it out. They're going to hopefully show some stuff. We get a little bit of a look at their controller there. Hopefully they show us more than just the controller. I'm very
They revealed the
yeah.
black controller.
Yeah. So at least
That's
that
good
one
play
doesn't
there.
look, I mean, it kind of looks like a little bit.
It kind of looks exactly like the pictures we saw, just black.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, people were a little worried they were going to look like the Xbox controller. The left stick and
Can't
the
tell me it
D-pad are
doesn't
still in
there.
different spots, but you know, that's just them trying to be different from each other. I don't really care. I'm still going to use one universal controller to rule them all if I get, when I get them set up.
One ring to rule them all.
But it's just because you get
Sorry.
used to a certain type of feel. But yeah, so that's going to be out on the 4th. We'll try to bring up some coverage on that. Keep everything in the Discord, so everybody can stay on there. Getting back to some helpful topics, we did. Fujifilm did announce that they now have software. So if you have a Fujifilm camera, an X series camera, you can plug that in and use it as a webcam. So you don't have to go and try to find one on Amazon right now. And get raked over the coals for an $80 camera that they're charging $300 for. Go find a Fuji camera, probably for better quality, get a better webcam quality. Don't have to worry about trying to get some really super duper lights to make you look good. As the cameras, like Canon announced theirs, I've used it. Now you got the Fuji app. I'm fully expecting a few other companies to release software to do the same. I believe Sony's working on one. I don't believe Nikon is doing anything. But so there's those options if you're looking at it. Sony also revealed for those vloggers out there, this is $900. Just be mindful of it. They have a lower version of it for home streamers. Their A7000 is going to be around $650. I use an A6000. This one right here is an A6000 with a Magic Cam mini link from Elgato, or a 4K mini link from Elgato, so I can use that instead of a Logitech at just a lot better quality. But there's cameras. If you're a vlogger or anything interested in that, Sony did bring out their new V1. Canon has an M50 and an M200. One is gauged again for a vlogger. One is gauged towards a streamer, with the screen either being a flip out or not flip out. So there are options out there. We get asked this quite a bit. I see it in a lot of streams. Which camera are you using? Canon M50 or M200, or in Sony you can get an A5100, an A6000, or now an A7000, and you just get the power adapters and be able to run them all the time, and you're good to go. But so if you're looking to get a webcam, right now Logitech they're crazily overpriced on Amazon. So if you're going to spend the money and you need one, spend an extra $100, get yourself a really quality camera that you can actually take places and do things with. The other aspect of this is I'm hoping with more and more of these camera companies doing this, that it forces Logitech to get off of their butt and actually invest some money in updating the technology as known as a webcam and give us a webcam that's quality with a better sensor. So we'll see what happens from all of that. I think that's what I've got.
Nice. I know we got maybe like one other news item, actually two other news items. Obviously, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition released today, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Geek German and chat have it. So right, we'll be looking to follow up on that, get you guys some of our impressions and thoughts. And then in addition to a little bit of Destiny 2 news, I know it's still a little quiet as to what next season is. But as you guys might have seen if you logged in this week, right, we've got something off in the distance. If you squint really hard, you've got some different...
See it.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that in a moment. We got some different music, right, in the actual tower itself. And in addition to that, they teased us today with the sound of the darkness, right? Is that what that is? Chat, what are you guys' impressions so far for our crew here? You guys got any initial thoughts? Interested? Unsure?
I just can't wait to see it get blown out of the sky.
All right, media. Are y'all playing Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 as of now? I've been playing Destiny 1 a little bit more lately myself.
I've been playing a little bit of Destiny 2 here and there. Got my
is that
Winter's
Mercury
Lie.
Geek?
Yeah, that's the lighthouse view.
Yeah.
So you can see it from the tower, you can see it from the lighthouse, you can see it just about everywhere. I know a lot of the streamers hung out in the tower and everything, spent the day messing with their settings and their quality graphics and everything else, but it's there, it's coming in. I still speculate that that the debris is going from the Almighty is going to hit where Zavala stands and basically
Wipe him out of existence.
I don't care about that part. It's going to get the Titan trophy from the Guardian games. They want to knock that out because, it's just, what else would they place it right there? That little rinky dink thing. It's cannon fodder. They're going to get rid of it. It's just I'm a Titan.
And that's how that's how the hunters win.
Yeah, right.
So you do remember Kate's guns there too, right?
This is all we're going to do. We're going to wait. All the hunters are going to wait till the Almighty gets close enough to hit that statue. Then we're going to push the button to blow it up.
Yeah. So, but
This
yeah,
is revenge.
I've been logging in. I've been bleeding some stuff.
That is what's up, Spence. That's what we needed.
But I mean, I actually in one of my streams I was looking for stuff to do, and I logged in with Spence, and I actually did a Master Nightfall with them.
Oh, nice.
Or was it Master Nightfall? Yeah, it was a Master Nightfall, not a Grandmaster, but we did a Master Nightfall.
Oh, not less nice. My enthusiasm needs to be
Dude,
tempered,
I can't do a Grand. I'm not 1025.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, there you go.
They were.
I mean, for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to try the Grandmasters out for sure. I ended up getting to a little bit more like raiding with my clan, right? More Anarchy runs, some Garden runs, and stuff like that. So I was able to put this kind of like downtime towards the end of the season towards that.
I'm intrigued for the next season because the gear is going to increase. Like the light level from the base gear drop level is going to go up. Are they going to increase the difficulty level of the Grandmaster Nightfall? Or is it going to say 1025? So eventually it doesn't matter what your artifacts is because Grandmaster kills your artifact anyways.
Yeah.
And everything's locked at 1025. Are they going to do anything to make it more difficult? That's
a good point. Yeah. Or they just keep it at 1025, right? They just look at the minimum. They don't even care about what your max is, period.
Yeah, but if
that's the easier dev play.
Yeah, but if you get a season or two from now and the light is now say 1035, will the Grandmaster Nightfall still be 1025, making it easier?
I mean, my guess is they're going to keep it at 1025 for the full year and then move it up, or at least with whatever the next DLC is, they'll move it up.
I would
keep it for this next season.
I hope that the Grandmaster always stays as a Grandmaster difficulty.
Yeah.
I don't want to see our light creep over the top of it.
Right. And I mean, they've also demonstrated that they can do that with all the raids, right? Like they have the day one like modifiers that they put on. So it's definitely possible.
Oh, okay. Spence is correcting me. You have to have the 15 artifact, but it doesn't matter how much further it is. It's going to put you at 1025 no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see them keep the power leveling up though as we get higher in those numbers. Though I do agree what Spence said that they need to put some strike specific loot in for those Grandmasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with Spence as well, right? Like the Nightfalls in general have been historically too easy. It'll take time for I think the community to adjust the game being harder, but I think it'll be better.
I think there needs to be tiers. I think you have the Nightfall, the Master Nightfall, and a Grandmaster. I think the Grandmaster is good. I think the strikes are good. You need to bring back strike versus heroic strike, But that being said, strikes and Nightfalls need specific loot to them.
We could preach that for days.
Yeah. I know there's it's a beat topic.
Totally.
A lot of the bigger guys beat it, but yeah. So be ready. It's there's going to be something, my understanding, coming Tuesday on the reset because season resets 1 week from Tuesday, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Should be. There's usually something that goes on 1 week from reset.
Spark in chat did say that he saw June 9th was the official kind of reveal for season 11 and the expansion. So Bungie's clearly playing their cards very close to the chest and holding things off. It's an interesting marketing strategy. I hope like the content delivers, but right, obviously all the seasons past, they've revealed the roadmaps well ahead of time, especially for this one coming in. People were basically like pre-disappointed. So I definitely understand from a marketing perspective why they're holding off, right? And hopefully it delivers.
Hopefully.
All right, guys. So I think we've run through most of our topics. Anybody else from our crew or even in chat, right? Any news topics you guys thought were awesome this week that you wanted to shout out?
Both
I feel like they're holding the reveal because they don't want any spoilers. We could hope so, Spence.
I think so.
More of a wait and see.
Nice.
We'll always have to wait and see from Bungie. They love their secrets.
That they do. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. I'm still pretty excited to see what comes in September. This is going to be, I think September is going to be a pivotal point like it was in Destiny 1 with Taken King. We really need something like that. I think if they can bring that level of something.
Yeah.
That
well, everybody wants darkness subclasses.
Right, but
that's all I see on
I think that,
Destiny Instagram, Destiny Twitter.
I think that'll hold the community over. And if they can get that game to a certain level, that the year from now, after that, even if it's just maintenance that they're doing, like the seasons and stuff, I think that'll be enough. I can't. So I'm looking forward to see what happens in September. I'm really looking forward to that part.
Yep. Awesome, guys. Well, I think for the end of the show today, we've got a little quick round of streamer tips. I guess let me phrase it differently, like things that we like to see in good streamers. So as part of like our streaming kind of topics earlier at the top today, right, we want to think, what do we look for in some of the best streamers or our favorite streamers, right? So we had some personal like bits that we wanted to run by as we do our outro for today. Before we do that, we want to thank everybody, right, for joining in today. We really appreciate all the support. I'm sure you guys have already, but if you haven't, right, like a follow is greatly appreciated. Share us right on the Twitter, the Instagram, the socials. Keep feedback coming our way. We've got our community Discord with GMD Geek that we're very active in. Gamer Fit is running strong. Miss any plugs there, guys?
No, I think that hit all of them.
Something that we're also starting to see used quite a bit inside of the GMD Geek Gamer Discord is we have a promote section. We have seen a lot of new streamers and streamers that are working on promoting themselves and being more. You're welcome to drop a note in there. And what we're going to talk about here towards as Otto is hinting at, we're going to talk about what they refer to as Netiquette or streamer etiquette. Some of the things that we've learned, some of the things that I've learned specifically as I've done this to do and not to do, and also have observed people in chat doing certain things and not doing certain things. So it'd be interesting to see what everyone here and what everyone in chat thinks about behavior, streamer behavior, and viewer behavior.
Excellent. Who's kicking us off?
Well, a few things to start with. For my case, I like to see the interaction, as best as possible. Like if Vegeta's still here, earlier today, while he was running PvP, pretty much talking to everybody, best that he could, why he's still mid-game doing it. So that interaction, it's one thing that really draws people's attention. They're like, hey, I went into this stream. Dude actually said something to me, responded, and then it starts a conversation to where you're actually getting the interaction. So you're getting enjoyment out of your time there instead of, I know some people do like to sit there and just chill, lurk, if you will. But some people do go for the interactions or they're positive. That's another thing I look for too, man. It's like positivity, man. Like, because if you go into a stream, dude's like overflowingly positive, like it catches on, man. Like,
yes, just a line.
Like last week with CB. Like, we laughed and had such a good time, because everybody had positive feelings going on about it. So that's probably like two that I would say. But one thing I've noticed that's helped me too while streaming on Twitch is having a schedule there. Because
Yep.
one question I was getting before I had added that is like, they're like, hey man, when are you streaming? So I know ahead of time.
Yeah, I mean, people get used to. For me, it's like, okay, I'm used to, if I turn on I wake up, I'm like, I know, say during the day while I'm working, I know Vegeta's going to be streaming. I know that Clintus is going to be streaming. Or if I'm in the evening, I know I can expect half a dozen different people to be streaming. CB is going to be streaming most of the time. If I'm wanting something that interacts, and then I know for a fact that I can go to the channel and I can see them. And the thing that for me is, a webcam, I like to be able to see the person that's streaming and have interactions with them and develop a relationship with the streamer. If I come up to a Twitch channel or a Mixer channel or a YouTube live stream or something, or I'm Googling a how-to guide to a game or something because I'm stuck, and all it is somebody there that has recorded them playing the game. They don't have a microphone, they don't have a camera or something. I can tell you right now, with about 5 to 10 seconds into it, I'm turning it off. I'm going to go find somebody else because there's no engagement. So it's to the point for me as a streamer where the game is a secondary. People are there because I'm talking to them and they want to develop that personality relationship. Now, I don't have the best personality for everybody, but there's a ton of people out there. And when you think of it, there's 50,000 new streamers starting up every day, and only a certain percentage of those streamers succeed. What is setting those people apart? And the biggest one for me is how they treat their followers. Do they engage with them? And then the bigger one is not only the followers, but if someone takes the time to subscribe to your channel and invest in you, you have a responsibility to bring some level of value to your stream that sets you apart from everybody else, that shows that you care, that you're genuine, and you're legitimately into what you're doing. And that will show through, I think, a lot.
Dovetailing off that comment there too, like originality was one that I had on mine, that which I think kind of like touches on what you were saying there, Geek, right? Like some sort of like content that's like unique to themselves, right? Not something that's regurgitated or practiced in some way, right? Somebody that's there honestly bringing their genuine opinions, that's transparent with their chats and so forth. Like for me, that's something that rings true. I look for. And we're bouncing around here a little bit, but you got Angle. Do you have one you wanted to throw in?
I do. This is my personal favorite because I've noticed a lot of times with these newer streamers, you're starting to see the younger people are pushing more for, they're more money grubbing out of all of it. They're not really like content or viewer orientated. They're more just trying to push to make their own money.
They want to get popular on
Twitch. They want those donations and they really like make it known that's what they want. And that's one of the huge things that I look for in a streamer that I watch, is people that aren't those money greedy people, those like actual people who care about what they're doing. Not just, donate me this and then maybe I'll start doing this and maybe I'll start caring about my content if more people pay me to do it. They actually give a damn about what they're doing.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of value. You've got to be able to connect.
Because then why watch in the first place if there's no value to it?
Yep. I mean, you even get people like, and the more and more people you have watching you, and it becomes apparent as you go from 50 viewers to 100 viewers to 500 viewers to 1,000 viewers to 15 to 2,000. Like, Glad still makes an attempt to dialogue with his viewers on a regular basis, reading through, bouncing back and forth, asking gameplay questions for the game that he's playing. Like, he was streaming Witcher 3. He was asking the guys, he hasn't played this. Do I sell this stuff early? Do I keep it? Do I dismantle it? What do I do? So he was doing stuff to interact with the viewers to show that he needed them and respected their opinions. And then he was talking about other things. So he was engaging with them. And that was fantastic, where I've watched other people that are playing Witcher 3 because I was curious about it. So I did the search on Witcher 3, and there was so many guys out there that are just playing the game and not really talking. And if they were talking, it was so hard to understand what they were saying because they never took care of their microphone. They didn't take care of the placements, or they weren't watching what they were speaking, and they were talking so fast and everything else, and you couldn't understand everything that they were saying. And it was just like, okay, Mikey, come on. Take a second to formulate your thoughts, put those in, and articulate them so people can understand.
Man,
So, I mean, it's and that's not me belittling them. It's just some of those guys out there. My son's photobombing us.
It's the goat.
It's the goat. But you got to be careful of all that, because if they can't understand you and you're garbled, they're just like, I don't understand what this guy's saying. I don't really care. I'm gonna go find somebody else to watch. So
Totally. Another one I had was
if I press
multi.
can I join? Yes. Yes, you can. And I am not even going to try to say, what is that?
Vegeta,
Anastasia?
Calvin the goat, right?
Yep.
Anastasia, Kylie, Sophia.
Yeah.
We got there you go.
That's going to be okay.
I'm Spanish. I'm used to reading long names. Don't worry.
So just another one that I thought, right, that I look out for streamers is just that they're also multi-channel. Now, this is also partially that like I work full time all day, so I don't have time to watch all the streams, even in like evening, right? So my interactions with streamers extends beyond just streaming or YouTube itself, right?
Yeah.
I find like audio only podcasts were helpful when I was commuting a lot, right? And so having that stream available on audio was a way I connected with shows like The Last Word a lot when I was listening to that primarily. I wouldn't even watch them for the longest period of time, but because they were accessible to me when I needed it in an audio fashion, that was great. Another really strong example is going to be clips on Twitter. I find these days, I find new streamers more frequently by just seeing like a 30-second clip on Twitter and having that kind of show that they have some substantive content that I should check out. A good example for me was Cool Guy. I don't even play a ton of PvP, but Cool Guy's like one of my favorite PvP guys out there. And it started with like this 30-second clip about counterbalance mods in Destiny 2, right? Showing why something worked a certain way. And these very small clips were great. It led me to this channel, led me to follow, and I talk about them all the time.
The Stream Deck.
Yeah, I have a clip button on my Stream Deck, by the way.
Nice.
But yeah, I have to agree. The social media thing, which is one that we're stressing and working through on our own because we have our own growing pains on it, is being very much consistent from the Press What to Join on our social media platforms. Even on for mine, I'm started to use very much so leveraging the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagrams. I use a program that lets me do them all at once and it balances everything out. But being able to reach and engage people, you have to understand it's not just about, again, we're streaming the game, but that doesn't mean that if I'm not streaming, that I'm disengaged from the community. I can still interact with the community that's growing via my Twitch, via the Twitch chat, which I don't know if people realize is still active even if you're not streaming. You can do it via Twitter, you can Facebook, you can do Instagram. So if you post to them, you have to remember also go back and read comments and respond to those comments. So I think it's very interesting how much you need to leverage different things, especially as you're trying to start out. Harris Heller did a lot of really good videos on it. There's been a lot of other streamers that have started climbing up the number of followers and the number of subscribers and everything. And every single one of those guys have the same message that says 5-10 years ago, you could turn the game on, you could talk at a mic and you could do it. Today, though, with so many people out there, you have to do, you need to do your streams. You need to be active on your social media. You need to leverage YouTube, which has got a more prestige searchable kind of algorithm to it versus the Twitch algorithm, things like that. So
there's Calvin again.
Calvin the goat.
Calvin, they said hi to you earlier, by the way.
Can we get him a goat hat?
I'll work on it.
No, let's just get him a temple.
Yeah, so
hat,
I think it's interesting to see what we have to do. It's not just I'm going to stream and call it good anymore. That doesn't work. It's again going back to that comment we said we have to bring value to what we're doing. You're just going to photobomb. Why don't you go play more game now?
Yeah, but I need this.
Well, then go use the restroom.
And Unforsaken Jay, what is your next tip?
Since Hert's not here, too, I do want to reiterate some, even though I've said them to, like Hurt had a few himself that, he left with us. So, like I also said engagement, that's a big thing for Hurt, as he said, originality. So he doesn't want to see, like, say if all fours are streaming, he doesn't want to see the same thing over and over again, which I completely understand. he still wants to see your personality. Like, say, Otto, if you were to stream, I'd want to see your personality to come through for the person that we see off of here, you know?
Yeah, be the
And-
genuine you.
Yeah, like, don't be somebody you're not to stream.
I can't take down my shell. You'll never see it.
Dude, there's I can't
Your
remember
Instagram tells me a different story.
one of the streamers I was talking to. You need to go sit down. I love you to death, dude, but you go turn the light on. You can go to the bathroom by yourself.
Well, while he's doing that,
Sorry,
I heard also said
dad
he
duty,
likes them to have
unintended. Dad
good
joke.
like graphics, banners, animations, you know, like with your overlays and stuff.
Yeah.
And animations when something happens in your stream so everybody sees it.
There's a flashlight right there.
And you know, he's like you said, Otto, one of the points you said, or Angle said, my bad. You know, he wants them to genuinely care about what they're actually doing and not just wanting a paycheck from it.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
So I mean, the points that he also had, we also had hit as well. He just phrased them in a different way.
But it's also kind of fair to see that we all kind of gathered around the same points. That like those are
Yeah, I mean,
probably the
'cause
most important things that you can have.
We're more similar, like most of us are more similar than you really think about it. Like we look for the same kind of little things when you watch somebody streaming.
Yeah. See, like being true to who you are, I could lock the door. I've talked about it and joked about it. I want my kids on my stuff. I want my wife to be in the streams. Gotta take them to potty breaks every now and then.
If Molly the pug was here, she'd be popping in every 5 seconds too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, be the genuine you. I was going to follow up what Jay was saying. Did you wash your hands?
If he just came over and like touched your face, I would have died.
Oh man.
Gotta go disinfect the controller.
But there's
now.
been a lot of streamers that they said they stepped
Rip.
away and stopped because they weren't enjoying it anymore. And that's because they changed to meet their audience demand instead of remaining who they were, because they were more afraid of losing subs or followers as opposed to being true and growing a community and being patient. This is a marathon. This isn't a 60-day sprint. I think it was Press What Continue. I can't remember. One of the guys on Twitter posted that over the course of the year, they had lost like 4,000 followers. It was ups and downs.
Oh, pause, reset, play.
Pause,
right?
reset, play. And my comment back to that was, and they agreed, is just like, you're going to have follower loss over the course of the year. There's nothing you can do about that. People are going to get bored with you. They're going to decide maybe your content shifted. But if you start playing and being different, you're going to lose them anyways, because you're going to get bored and your demeanor towards them is become more negative. Do what you enjoy. Be passionate about what you enjoy, and the followers and the community will grow with you. That's just my only take on it.
Meteor says, as a viewer, I like when streamers show patience instead of being angry when offered to help others play through things.
In a minute.
Especially
Definitely.
when you just take off some random place too, and we have to track you down.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he was secretly adding you for that. There couldn't have been a bigger target painted at you guys.
Because honestly, a real person that does that is CB Gray, the guy that was with us last week.
Vegeta
That's
too.
CB.
Yeah. I can't.
Because after watching his stream, man, like so much patience.
Well, it's like when he was talking to us last week and he was on the show, we asked him, it was like, well, how do you handle that? Because when we tried doing it with the raid group we had, Angle, we would start into the raid and we get 4 or 5 hours in, and we were used to be able to be done with the raid. And we were still on like maybe the second encounter or something. And people in the raid would just start getting really, really frustrated and say, I don't have time for this. And that the person didn't come prepared. The person didn't do all this legwork. When CB's like, well, no, you just have to shift your paradigm, put a different mindset in there and say, how can I be a better teacher?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that made a lot more sense to me. And I was like, when you look at it that way, all of a sudden it flips the switch and you're like, okay, I failed at leading those people through. What do I do to become better? You know, how do I develop that kind of a skill? So I think it's a skill that has to be developed. It's not instant overnight. So as streamers, we have to constantly look at ways to improve ourselves by watching other streamers, looking at Twitter feeds, social media and stuff, seeing what other people are doing that are working and isn't working to make ourselves better. I really do. I really do think.
And I think you also have to watch yourself. I think it's
Yeah.
real easy, at least in these early stages here, to get lazy and not go back and watch our own streams when we're auditing our own content. But I think you have to, in a way too, just so you can also be aware of what you're doing in a way.
I mean,
What's
because
up, Nate?
there could be a few little things that you could do, and
Yeah.
when you notice it as it goes through, you're like, oh man.
Yeah, or
I
bad
should've did this.
behaviors and tendencies, right? Like that we
I know
adopt
one
without realizing.
that I did I still do it every now and then, but when we first started the podcast, I was constantly doing this.
Yeah.
And I had to have the guys tell me stop doing that. I also have a built-in safety. My wife goes back and watches these, and she'll let me know things that she go, you probably shouldn't have done that. Maybe you shouldn't have said that. And then she's like, maybe you pulled a Hagrid there and you shouldn't have pulled a Hagrid. I should not have said that. I should not have said that, kind of a thing. So you have to police yourself. I agree on that one.
Yeah.
Such a fine line. Some people love to watch toxic people. One comes to mind who I won't name, but is a D2 player. I cannot stand him, but he always has 500 people watching. I don't, Spence, that's a good point. I mean, there's some people that are drawn. Unfortunately, there's communities that are drawn and built that way. They stream toxic. They know they're going to get toxic people, and they want the drama.
That's what some people aim for, though.
Yeah.
You know?
So like,
Yeah.
I have rules for like my disc for my Twitch streams and everything else. And as I said it earlier, I was watching somebody else's stream, and one of the guys on his Discord started talking about politics and just going down this whole thing because the media is alive with a certain subject right now. I don't allow that in there because I don't want to bring that drama. I come into gaming and the type of community I want people that are there to have fun. They want to talk about games. They want to talk about cybersecurity. They want to talk about life and family and being open and stuff. I don't want politics and religion in there. It's a fine line, but yeah, I don't want toxicity. It's just, I'm too old for that. I got enough gray hair as is. On this side, less on this side. This is the good side. Good side. People like watching someone make an ass of themselves. There are, Nate, that's not true. I mean, that's not incorrect. I mean, look at the movies Jackass. And that's not me cussing. That's just the name of the movies and stuff. Those movies were huge, and they're being stupid.
Kid show.
They're being, well, the title.
Yeah.
He said kid show.
Mm-hmm. Another great point is be yourself. Don't copy. Yeah, just be the authentic you. Don't try to impersonate somebody else because they think that they were better. That you might get that point.
You can't be your own person,
Yeah.
then the time you actually do like start trying to become your own person, it's going to be unexpected.
Yeah,
and it's going to look fake.
It's going to look like you're faking how you really are because they've seen you for so long.
Yeah,
act a certain way.
Yeah,
now, that's not to say that there aren't some streamers out there that when they started, they put on a persona and they become somebody else. If that's your stick, then that's your thing. Just be true to what you want.
I'd prefer them to be the person that they actually are.
Yeah.
That way you kind of get more of a like real Phil vibe from.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was to see them on the street somewhere at an event or something, they'd act exactly the same.
I would hope so. I would hope that if we go to Guardian Con next year, if they have one, I would hope that when we go meet everybody that we are who we are right now. We don't change. I mean, I remember in my younger years, I felt I always had to impress somebody. I had to do something to be accepted. Now I just let who I am and the volume of work that I do, either professionally or wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing, church, work, school, whatever, just I am who I am. I might not have the best filter, but I am who I am. Take me as I am. So, just be the authentic you. So, and then I want to be approachable. Be approachable. I mean, there's guys on social media, man. If you ask them a question, they take it the wrong way. And if somebody does get negative towards you, don't engage them. Don't feed the troll. Don't feed the drama. Just ignore it. And if it's something that has to be defended, positively defend it. We are serious. Yes.
What poster is that being?
What poster is that being? You ain't. What?
To the left. Now we got to figure out, is the camera reversing the
Katega?
right or the left?
Is it behind Logan? Are you talking about behind Otto, the one on the wall behind him? Or are you talking about Jay? You need to be a little more. Okay, Jay.
This one?
Yeah.
This
I'm
This one, right?
confused.
Not this one?
He said between Otto or Jay, and then Katega goes yes.
Between all of them.
But by
Yes,
the way,
that poster. Which
That's
one?
Fully Cooley.
mm-hmm.
It's an anime.
Sweet.
Yeah, which Jay's into several of those. He loves the genre.
Yeah, Katega. You would think right. I agree. It's a great poster.
All right,
I'm
I'll have to get
surprised
some
Angle
cooler
doesn't have
posters.
an anime poster for his favorite anime that he said.
Mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. And we'll tell
Actually,
everybody.
my favorite anime,
Yeah, that's it.
Seven Deadly Sins. Come on, you know this.
Fairy Tail, Seven Deadly Sins, Naruto. What else we got?
Star says, Otto, I thought you said
Maribito.
we cereal.
No, my posters
Cereal
are in no
sounds
way
great,
game
though.
related.
What's your
You
favorite
would know my
cereal, chat?
posters, Jay.
Favorite cereal?
Say again, Angle.
I said you would know what my posters are.
Yeah, most likely.
Ford winning Le Mans on the left. The new GT500 on the right, made out of spark plugs, painted.
Made out of spark.
I'm not
I'll
gonna go
show it
around my
off
room.
one day, Jay. But they painted a GT500 on spark plugs.
Oh, nice. Ford
Yeah,
versus
I'd be-
Ferrari, great movie by the way.
Fantastic movie.
Interesting.
Dragon Ball all the way to
Then you
Yu-Gi-Oh.
got my baby to the left.
Yeah, I will take
350.
DBZ over Yu-Gi-Oh.
Super dark angle, but we believe you.
It's there. It's there. I promise.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows, there's a video I kind of did when I put a bunch of research together. If you're interested in more
Spark,
on the
I have
Netiquette
seen
topic,
that one as well.
I'm gonna link it right here in the Discord or in the chat. You guys can go look at it. It covers a lot of the stuff that we talked about. But for those that are tuning in, we did do a little video on Netiquette, just as an FYI. Covers a lot of the do's and the don'ts. Fix those lights, Angle.
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Angle,
She
you
wants
deserve
some
a little
visible-
bit for that. Get them on.
Which ones? You got the ones in front of
Dude,
me.
okay, Angle, I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
man.
I'm not
Behind me,
gonna
and there's
lie.
one on my left.
One of the guys I've been talking to that does lighting, his whole stick in streaming
The
assist
one
lighting.
that was released in 05.
He is, you
Spark.
triggered him so hard by not putting the leaves behind you. He's like, you need lights for your face that white balance you out for proper exposure. And he's
He's
like,
pink.
this is the same guy that's talked about doing photography, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh,
I know.
He's gonna DM you one point and just say, dude, come on, let's get. That's like, okay.
I'm putting the triangle ones behind me because those are the cool ones. The squares are not as cool. The triangle ones are a little more cool.
Dude, if you turn the squares on the tip, they look like two triangles stacked.
That'll bug the hell out of my OCD. I'll be like, I know they're squares, so why are they not squares?
Record of Lotus War. I have Record of Lotus War. I love that anime. Gundam MS, yes. Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, Dano Seal. Wow. Yeah, I've got a few of those. I like one of the ones we recently discovered was King's Avatar. The anime, not the Netflix live action, but King's Avatar, the anime was really, really well done. Maribito. Is it wrong to pick up chicks in a dungeon? Season 1 was really, really good.
Wait, that's the name of.
Yes.
Yeah,
Damn it, that sounds
that's
great.
the actual name of
Dude,
it.
but it's nothing. It's like a dungeon thing, man. It's so freaking awesome. It's nothing to do. You think anime and is it wrong to pick up chicks in dungeon? You're like, oh, is it all about like girls and skimpy stuff? Nope,
Yeah.
nothing like that. It's about a kid that wants to get stronger because he found a really high powered warrior chick that he thinks is just amazing and wants to be with her, and the only way to do it is to get stronger. Also happens to
Nice.
be that no one knows, including himself. Only one person knows that he is Zeus's grandson. You know, it's great.
Nice.
Yeah, it gets there's 2 seasons out, I believe, right, Geek?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
The
Well,
first
guys,
season
we
wasn't
got
too bad.
any final thoughts, plugs, stuff to ramble by as we wrap up here?
I think we about covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, if you're interested in doing the Coco Challenge,
You can just let us know.
let us know.
Or
Get it.
ping
if
us
Can
you
we
on-
get a
get
link up in there again?
Yeah, I'll get the link here. But get it. You'll need to get it ordered this week, or in the next day or so you can have it in time for the next show. But you're welcome if you get it and you want to be on the show. Go for it. We'll have you on. We're more than happy to do so. It's a great cause. Again, every bar sold equates to 50 meals going to feed those in need. That's why we're doing it. Plus, it's fun to watch people eat hot chocolate and go from there.
At some point here, too, Geek, we got to get a compilation video of all of our reactions. That's kind of like one of my
Yeah, I think we'll have to
pet
do that.
projects that we need to do.
We need more people to do it. Made it to the end.
Hashtag Garfield.
But the nano leaf panels, yeah, we could tell. But yeah, so for that, if you want more about the Netiquette, do that. Go ahead and check all of us out on our streams or on social media. Make sure for this you hit us a follow if you would. We greatly do appreciate it. We're still trying to figure out all this stuff. Next, what we're going to start trying to do in our streams is we're going to alternate one podcast for being more technical. We're trying to get into streaming and then start focusing on stuff. This week we focused on a Stream Deck. Next week we're going to start going into gaming and some of that focused. And then the week after that, we're hoping to go into something like lighting or audio, more of those kind of discussions. And then eventually we'll even go down deep dives of like when you're creating a YouTube video, how do you tag it for searchability in the title, the description, and using tags to make yourself more discoverable. That's something I'm still learning and very much getting into. So that's what the plan is for the podcast. We do plan on having more guests on the show, maybe some reoccurring guests. One of the ones that CB had interested in, that I was very interested because we had Mesa lurking last week, and is getting both of those guys on the show together. They're pretty good friends, I understand. So we can people in and do stuff. I think it'd be fantastic. I'd even like at some point, this is going to sound really weird. This isn't me just saying anything. I'm very impressed with what Vegeta has done inside of a very short couple of months on his YouTube channel. He's gone from, Vegeta, you're in the chat here. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You've managed to go from a new channel to 1.5K subs in just side a couple months. Is that correct?
Cheetah shout out right there. That's his channel right there.
That's his channel right there. Give him a shout, give him a look, give him a follow.
He's actually at 1.61.
Yeah. So he's growing consistent because being consistent. So I think it's very interesting to see how he's been able to do that in a short amount of time. So, I mean,
Definitely.
I've been managed. I mean, my YouTube, I managed to go from 35 to 75 and I thought I was doing good. And then I looked at him and he went from a couple followers up to 1.5, 1.6K. And I was like, well, crap, my force powers are weak. So, but maybe me even have him on the show and see how he's managed to do stuff like that. Different kind of things. We're going to look at expanding. And then we really need to lean on the community more, get people into the Discord to give us feedback. We really need that feedback. Hit us up on Twitter, hit us up in the Discord channel, hit us up anywhere, or even DM us to let us know what you think is working and what isn't working so we can self-evaluate and make ourselves better.
Exactly. It could be topics too, right? Things you guys want to hear about, games you're interested, but don't be shy with the feedback. It's definitely good for us to hear it constructively so we can grow.
You have both of my kids in here now.
Awesome, guys. Cool. Well, chat, thank you so much for staying so late with us again. You guys were awesome and super engaged this whole time. This makes this so much more fun, right? Like, thank you very much. We got show 16 next week. We'll get you guys topics throughout the week. We got the Chocochallenge round 3. We'll do a quick round of where we can find us, and then we'll catch you guys next time. And for sake of Jay, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Discord, Twitch, Instagram, all at Unforsaken J.
Excellent. I'm Autonomy. You can find me mostly on Twitter right now, AUT0NOMY.
I am Angle of Death 392. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. All same name.
And I'm GMD Geek. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and on YouTube. YouTube's a little, if you just search GMD Geek, you'll find me. I do use the other stuff as well, Instagram and everything, but or in the Discord. I'm always in the Discord. If you hit me up there, I'll be around, be able to easily respond.
Excellent.
All right.
All right, team. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, everybody. Remember to hit that follow button and smash it. All right. Thanks. Until
Later.
next time.